Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Gaming Galore podcast. And today I'm joined again by Gil, who's returned after the one episode hiatus.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing today?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well myself. We'll get more into that, but we have a third host today. We have another host, new to
Ooh.
new to the podcast. Did he want to introduce himself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Omnikira. It's great to be here.
That's great. It's great to have you. An original listener to the show as well. Uh, I think you've supporting the podcast, so it only makes sense that you get on in the third episode here. We have quite a packed episode here. One we were going to record this about a week earlier, and then a lot of things happened this past week. Quite in contrast to how I was thinking. I was going into this initially before I was planning on what we're going to talk about. I was like, this is like a really exciting video game industry moment. Like June was a great month for video games. It seems like July is the exact opposite. So we'll get into a little bit more of that a little bit later, but it seems like there's a big contrast of the news and the topics today in terms of excitement and in terms of disappointment or a worry about that.
Yeah, this past week hasn't been great.
It's not been great. Um, so
I mean, to be fair though, there's been so many things that has come out recently. It's like it's kind of hard to keep following that up.
yeah, I know it's just been
Yeah.
like back to back.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy.
Like literally, I think the okay, well, should we like address the elephant in the room? Should we start with the elephant in the room?
Which elephant?
Oh, which elephant? That's a good point. Well, you know what? We could talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 because it kind of like sets the scene. You know, it sets the scene for the situation
Yeah.
we're in at the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
So we got GTA 6. I think we got the box art reveal, and it was like, okay, pre-orders are coming up. 20. They were like last week. And so that was exciting. After radio silence for a while about the no trailer 3 still, but there you go. They're still keeping that. But and so then the day of the pre-orders, they go, oh, here's the pricing of the game, and that I mean that was controversial in itself, but the main thing was is that they confirmed that they're not doing a disc for that. They're doing a box, but they're not doing a disc. It's gonna be like code in the box,
Code in the
and
box.
code in the box. Not no, it wasn't that wasn't great. That was as soon as I saw that, I was like, we're done. But I didn't really realize how quick, how quick that would come into effect after that decision from Rockstar. Because that has basically been a knock-on effect for Sony that have announced this week that they're no longer going to be producing physical discs for games are starting from January 2028. So that's really soon. The PS6, for example, that's not going to have any physical media, and um, obviously Xbox have confirmed they're going to follow suit as well. And basically, yeah, they're just now just no games are going to be physical now. Are they all going to be code in the box? Like, do you think they're still going to do boxes with codes in them, or are they just
I highly doubt that they're gonna continue to do boxes. I feel like they're all gonna switch to like their own digital storefronts and just have people pay for games that way.
Yeah, I agree. There's just no real reason to keep doing boxes if there's nothing in it.
yeah, but
They don't, they obviously don't
yeah.
care about the people that like to collect things. So it's like, why would they keep doing boxes?
I mean, my worry when it comes to that though, and this is like a little bit of so the thing with the thing that's worrying me the most is in the UK. For example, I think a good example of this is like Ghost of Yotei, right? So this game, if I was to go on the PlayStation app right now just to check the pricing, should I do it actually while we're on while we're on live here, just to prove the point? If I go PlayStation app, and I type up Ghost of Yotei. Unless it's on discount, which that would go against the point. But to be fair, they do more discounts than Nintendo do, but that's besides the point. So I go on here, Ghost of Yotei, 69.99. That's £70. If I go on Amazon, if I go on Amazon and check the same game, I mean, even when it just comes out, it doesn't. go down at any point. Yosef Yote, um, it's about. I mean, it's about £60. Oh, to be fair, it's about £60. So, um, yeah, okay. I mean, that maybe that's not the best example
I
then, but
understand what you're getting
it
at though.
no,
Like,
No, yeah.
yeah. For example, I got the 007 First Light, which we'll talk about it. I got that for £45 physically. That would be another one that was about £70 digitally. So what I'm worried about is like now they don't adjust for UK pricing. They don't adjust for the pound when it comes to these from American to English pricing. Um, so I'm gonna have to start actually just paying like full on £60 or £70 for games. Uh, it's just not I'm a bit worried about that because I mean it's like it's just 45 is a good spot for me, I think. It
yeah,
gets ridiculous. It gets way worse, I think.
Yeah, on the PlayStation Store, Resident Evil 4 remake is 40, but on Amazon it's 20.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just
Basically just half off for the physical version.
yeah, and that's the thing that people don't realize. I think that's a big deciding factor for like Sony, for example, is these like Amazon, Target, Walmart, they can technically price the games however they want. And I don't
mm,
think like Sony would want that, they don't want to lose out on the money. So I
yeah.
mean, it makes sense why they're doing it. I just my question is why now? Like why?
Um, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I guess there's an element of, I mean, there's an element of Rockstar did it first. I think it's one of those situations where maybe it's like, but then even then, this has to have been something that was planned for a while. So I think Rockstar was
Yeah.
probably part of that wave.
I
Yeah,
think
it's just like a
the
domino effect, you think?
I think the ever-growing wave of like live service games has pushed companies to be more, hey, people will just pay for the digital currency online. Why can't we just do that with actual games?
That's a good point.
Mm, I don't know. I mean, I think just the resell. I mean, like, what happens to reselling? Like I've got so many games like secondhand. Um, that can't happen. I mean, even if there is a code in the box, that wouldn't even work. As
Right.
No,
you know,
there'd be no
Just
way to
the more you
verify.
think about it, the worse it gets, I feel like.
there's like no angle to this that's like remotely like consumer friendly at all.
Right.
It's just it's terrible because it's just like I feel like we've had like a really positive June for gaming, and we'll get into that a little bit more in terms of just like the actual games that are coming out, and it's like really exciting. But this kind of it makes me wonder like it's gonna get to the point in 2028 where I'm like, will I be able to like will I be spending my money on games? Like, will I don't know if I'll, because I mean, the PS6's price, that's another thing in of itself. Like that's just, like, I'm worried about the pricing of that. Well, like, that's going to be ridiculously, like, maybe £1,000 or like $1,000 for the
And Steam
PS6.
Machine pricing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, the Steam Machine, to be fair, the Steam Machine, I guess, is more aimed towards like a hardcore audience compared to PS6, which is trying to, I guess, bridge the gap. But I mean, the PS5 Pro was really expensive, despite that. So, um, I can't
Yeah, and
imagine
they
it
even
being
raised
cheaper
the
than that.
price recently.
Yeah, no, they've been raising the prices. That's because of AI though. That's because of the AI bros,
Yeah.
which is another thing within it, of itself there with the AI situation, and it's just it's not a great outlook. I'm like genuinely feeling like outside of Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo eventually will catch up to this, but gives them about a decade, and then they'll catch up to it. I mean, they're already kind of facilitating it with the game key cards, but at least that's a situation that you still have the box and you can resell it. Like it's not a code in the box. It's to me the game key card. I mean, I get the controversy with it, but it was always like Nintendo's middle ground
It's a
when it comes to
compromise,
that.
yeah.
It's a compromise. And so the fact that they had an optional disk drive with the PS5 Pro, the fact that Nintendo had to do that with a game keycard to negotiate with third parties, I guess it's always been on the wall. I guess it's always been kind of implied that that was the thing that was happening. But it's just something that you don't really think like that's going to happen like now.
Yeah.
It's going to happen like now.
You think Nintendo will also go code in the box in the future, or will they continue to still make physical cards?
In
Mm,
my opinion, they would have a lot more reason to. because if they're going to stick with cartridges, cartridges only get more expensive the more space that they have. So I'm surprised, honestly, they didn't do it first. But
Yeah.
I can see them doing it. I wouldn't want them to, obviously, but
Hmm.
I can see them going. I can see them following suit.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like my argument's always like they're like behind the curve a little bit. Like they'll catch up later, but at the same time, I feel like we'll get into this again more with another topic we're going to talk about. But the Switch 2 feels like very current gen in a way that
Right.
Nintendo hasn't felt before. Um, they basically kickstarted $80 pricing themselves. So and they did make the key cards. So maybe they do follow suit. I just don't think. I think that they value. I think they value physical gaming. I
And that's
think
what that was.
Nintendo.
I was gonna say that, but I also think they value the bottom line as much as Sony does. So
It's
when they
yeah.
weigh the options, it's like, do we keep making these expensive cartridges or do we just make people
Mm.
download these codes? You know?
Yeah, I don't know if it's out. I mean, I'm not saying it's like out of respect for the bottom line because I don't think
Yeah.
Nintendo do anything out of respect for the bottom line. I think it's more of a situation of that they personally just like they feel like gaming like I think they value physical gaming just in how it is. Like they I think I mean I'm basing this on nothing. I feel like they've said it in interviews though. I think they've been asked about this many times about digital gaming and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure they've responded saying like that they value physical games and that they want to continue to do digital and physical, but obviously they will change the market. If nobody else is doing physical, at some point they're going to have to change. So I think they will eventually, but I think for the Switch 2 generation they'll probably stick to physical. Um,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
and
Yeah.
we'll get to
Mhm.
the, I think the Switch doesn't have enough space for it to I think that's the one thing actually is that the Switch doesn't have enough space. Like the Switch 2 barely has enough space for like two game key cards. So
Right.
you
Yeah.
can't go all digital yet because there's not enough space on there. Well, obviously they can make money off of you getting in the SD cards, but at a certain point you have to like I don't know. It's just like they don't put enough space in their consoles for them to be all digital at the moment. I don't think.
Yeah. So my question is to you guys. In my opinion, every generation there's less and less reason to get a new console. What is the reason to get a PS6 in the future? Like genuinely, what is the reason?
For me, it's games. It's only games. But
But let's say that the
yeah,
way they're releasing the games on the PS5 only gets worse on the PS6 because I'm assuming it will. It's like, what
yeah.
is the reason? What's the if you're not going to be able to even own your games, and the graphical leap will be so minuscule? It's like, what is the reason?
I think for me is my PS5. I don't know if Kira has something to say about this as well. I'll be quick. But the thing with the PS5 is that well, the Switch 2 has like been able to kind of have third parties more, so it might catch up in a way that Nintendo hasn't before. But it's always been like the machine to like play everything that isn't on Nintendo. Um, because I don't want to. I personally don't. I'm not interested in PC gaming. I respect it. I just don't think I'd be able to get into it. It's quite expensive, but also it's just I think it's less comfortable for me. I work at a laptop all day. I work at a computer all day. I wouldn't want to come back and then sit down on a computer and continue
Right.
playing on a computer.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't want to do that. So I always want that alternative console, and both of them are going to phase out physical. Um, but if Nintendo can get everything, if they can get everything that I would want, then I could just stick to the Switch, for example. I could, but I mean, to be fair, if the PS5 and the PS6 transition is similar to the PS4 to PS5, then I won't be worrying about that for a few years.
Yeah.
I feel like for the PlayStation 6, my mind kind of goes to exclusives. What kind of exclusives can Sony put out that would make people want to buy the PlayStation 6?
God of War, Egypt or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, probably like a new God of War game. Maybe if they brought back like some older IPs, maybe like a new Astrobot.
I mean,
I don't believe that they will. That's my concern.
No.
what no, did it do another Astrobot? I mean, I know you have a different opinions of Astrobot, but I mean, it did pretty well and it won Game of the Year, so I think they probably would continue Astrobot
I
at some
mean,
point.
yeah, sure, but their primary focus is on God of War, Last of Us,
Yeah,
Uncharted, whatever,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, if Spider-Man 3 is PS6 exclusive, I would have to. I mean,
Yeah, I would probably have to get one
That's
as well.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's
I have
unfortunate.
to be honest. Okay, I have to be completely honest. I would, but no, it's a really hard thing to like boycott in theory. It's like you want to go. I mean, I know Zach, which is was on the podcast last time, and he says he's done with a PlayStation. He's going to switch to an PC. I respect that decision. Um, Unfortunately, I don't know if I can do that unless the Switch 2 really just has everything that I would want. Like for example, there's a game here that's my most anticipated game of all time, and we'll get into that. But I mean currently as of now it's not on the Switch 2. So if I didn't have a Switch 2, if I didn't have a PS5, I wouldn't be able to play that game. It might come to the Switch 2 still, but it's a little bit far out, so it might still come to the Switch 2. But the company's been a bit dodgy with that. But like there's no reason why it couldn't, I don't think. But anyway, um, so it's just like if it's always like the backup one. Also, it's a good DVD player, which oh god, it's not even anymore though, is it?
No, it won't
Oh.
be.
No, nope.
Bro, seriously? No. There's no point. Then I'm just gonna keep my PS5.
Exactly.
I'll be
And
here in
Sony
2035.
owns the Blu-ray production, so it doesn't
Literally,
even make sense
they
for
made the
them
Blu-ray.
to stop making discs if they're still doing movies.
That's exactly it. But the thing is that they're trying to phase out movies in digital as well. They're trying to phase out movies, Blu-rays in general. Apparently, I was talking to this about to my dad, and he was saying that's what they're kind of doing at the moment. And I'm like, I value digital. Like I want to say that I value digital. I like in some cases I like a digital game, or like having stuff digitally. However, it's just like not having the option physical is just like it should not be a thing. You should have both. It should always be both. There should not be one or the other. I
Right.
think
Like
both should
digital
Yeah,
is purely for convenience, I feel like.
yeah,
yeah. Like for example, like I have Mario Kart World digitally because I got it with my system. That's a game that I'm
same.
glad I got digitally because it's just like a game I can just go between if I want to, not having to switch out a cartridge for. That's good. But some games, it's like a single player game. I play it once and I don't play it again because it's a single player game. I mean, there's not all of them, but some for me, I play like a long game. I finish it. I'm done with it. Not because I don't want to. I'm just not a big game replayer, so then I can just like not play it again. It's not on my system anymore. It's not taking up storage. I mean, it is nowadays with the even though you have to download the discs, but there you go. You still have to download them anyway. But
That was the
the
beginning of the end.
yeah, oh no, exactly. I mean, literally, it's like I have a lot of physical games on my PS5, but none of them are really physical.
Yeah.
I always have to download stuff and delete stuff to make sure it fits. Um, but I mean, I'm not, obviously they had to give the notice, but I'm glad they at least gave us a notice. It's like January 2028, so there's some games that are probably going to come out before then that will have physical still. I'm hoping that come out before then that will still have physical. And I will be definitely getting like any collector's edition that I can, because it might be the last time. It
Oh
might be the
yeah.
last time that we can, which is kind of sad actually. It's really, really sad.
At least with collector's editions, you get other stuff besides the code in the box.
Yeah.
That's what people are going to be saying. Like, it's like, yeah, because there was no disc in the Persona 6 collector's edition, but at least there's a nice figure inside of it. So
Like the collector's edition that I got for Spider-Man 2 on my PS5, it just came with a steel book with no disc in it. It was just a
Oh
code in the
wow.
box. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm saying this. I'm someone contemplating getting the Xenoblade Definitive Edition, special
Oh
edition from 2020 that has like it has the vinyl. It has the vinyl of the soundtrack. And my dad's a vinyl player. I'm like, I could play the game. I could play the soundtrack on vinyl. Um, so I just have an extra copy of the game
yeah.
in theory. But you see, you're going, oh God, seriously, just let me enjoy my Xenoblade, okay? Let me enjoy my Xenoblade. Okay. So, I mean, is there anything else you want to say on the no more physical thing? It's a bit sad. It's a bit of a depressing
I just
topic.
think it's unfortunate, honestly.
It really
And
is.
it sucks that there's nothing we can really do because honestly, a lot of people are apathetic to it, you know. I feel like not a lot
Mm,
of people care about owning things for some reason. But
yeah,
yeah, I just think it's unfortunate.
yeah.
Just
It's.
it
I
just
mean,
it just sucks.
people. I mean, certain people were saying it was all right. It doesn't affect my experience for when it was just GTA 6 though.
Yeah, like I have an
Yeah,
IRL who said I haven't bought a physical game since like 2020, so I don't really care. And I'm like,
that is
what?
exactly why they're doing it. That is
Yeah,
exactly why they're
exactly.
doing it.
Yeah.
What
Oh
is
dear.
wrong with you?
Come on, man.
Man. It's different when you get a new game and it's like a bot. Oh man, it's just different. What'd you get for Christmas? Like you get open a present, you get like a little gift card. Like
Yeah,
uh,
nothing beats going in the Best Buy and getting a new game. I'm sorry. Nothing is gonna beat that.
it's so unfortunate. Let's move on to maybe a more positive topic. At the moment. Let's go into there was a non E3, not E3, on this in June, and we obviously, I mean, this podcast, I mean, you guys did weren't on it, but we made predictions for the for the shows, for all the shows. We just basically did like a bunch of predictions for all four of the main shows, and all four have passed. And honestly, I mean, I thought we had a quite a good serving of information across all these shows. And I'm a little bit biased because the thing that I wanted the most did actually happen, and that is a pretty big thing for me. So. I think today we're going to talk about our um, thoughts on the show, on each of the shows. We might do a little bit of a ranking, maybe like a quick like a ranking of the. I mean, these are advertisements, so it's but just take aside the fact they're just advertisements that are made to sell you on things,
We
and think
just shit
about
on the
yeah.
companies. Now we're gonna
Yeah,
love the companies now.
it's like we just shout on Sony, but now we're gonna advertise for Sony.
It's
So
time to get on our knees.
it's like, I'm sorry, Sony. I will definitely buy God of War Alfie. So anyway, so the first show was, I mean, I guess it's a good segue, was the Sony State of Play, and in my opinion, I think it was the weakest of the main shows that we
I'm
had.
gonna be real. I don't even remember what was in it.
Honestly, I feel like, I mean, I remember like that God of War Alfie was in it, and I can't remember
Yes.
what else was
Yeah,
in it.
the main
Oh,
points for me
Rayman as well.
was
Mhm.
Wolverine, God of
Oh yeah.
War, Laufey, and Tomb Raider. That was the only ones that really
I
captured my
think
interest.
I think it's quite impressive, actually. I think the Wolverine section was quite impressive because I think it's the first time that
Oh God.
that gameplay of a game has made us like maybe not want to buy it.
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping you
But
were
it's
going
not it's
that
not even
direction.
it's not even because it looks bad. It's just like I looked at it and I was like, I mean, there's a lot of games coming out around that time. I don't know if I need to have it. I mean,
I didn't think it looked
uh,
that good, honestly.
I'm a Marvel shill. I'm gonna have to purchase it. I'm sorry.
I I
I'll,
probably
I'll, I'll let you I'll
yeah.
let you guys know if it's bad, if it's like
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2 bad.
please.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm the biggest Ghost of Tsushima fan, but I own Ghost of Yota. I haven't played it yet, so I'm not sure. But no, with Wolverine, I mean, I think the gameplay looked fine. Um, I think it was an unflattering gameplay to show. I think there was more impressive stuff in like the trailers that we saw. Um,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of games coming out around that time, and I'm just thinking about it this way. I'm like, would would I want to prioritize it over some of the other ones that are coming out around that time? The answer was for me was no. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, it was no. So, but I think a lot of people maybe exaggerate how bad it looked. But I think I do kind of agree that it kind of leaned too much into that Insomniac um tech techno kind of look. Like
That's what I
all
was
the
gonna
enemies being all
say.
tech.
Yeah, they have a
Yeah.
formula now that they can just copy and paste with their games, so they don't have to try as hard to make anything like creative.
Mm,
Yeah, it looks
yeah,
bland to me. I'm sorry, dude.
the
I thought
ketchup.
the Spider-Man 2 looked more interesting.
I'm one of the people that quite like Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, of
I still
course.
quite like it. I mean, I like my Marvel so okay, I
It's
just
it's a it's a
it was fun.
fine game.
It's
It's
Yeah,
fun. It's
okay.
fun. You
yeah.
swing, you glide, you punch, you
You
play
can
as
do that in the
Venom for
first
that
game
one.
though.
But
Yeah,
you
with a better story.
but you play as Venom for that one point, and that was pretty exciting. That
Okay,
was an
okay. The
exciting
Venom
one.
section in Spider-Man 2 is probably like the best part of the game,
It probably is,
but
to be fair.
everything that comes after that is just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've thought about it much since I played it, but I enjoyed it. So,
I wonder
um,
why.
They
yeah,
basically just copy
I
pasted
wonder why.
Web of Shadows, and Web of Shadows is a better game than Spider-Man 2.
I like Spider-Man, so I like swinging, I like gliding, I like
Yeah, but
punching.
like, do we
Yeah,
have like something like that, like the equivalent of swinging? Will we have something like that in Wolverine? I don't think so. That's a
No,
no,
I
swinging
feel
move.
like Wolverine's gonna be a more like linear
it's
type
more
of
linear. It
game,
looks like it's way more linear than
That's
linear
lame.
and like
yeah,
level based.
yeah.
Because apparently you're supposed to like go all over the world as
What
Wolverine. Like
you
in the
would rather it be
trailers, like
open world?
you'd go in Japan, and then you go to like I think some other places in Canada and like America. So I feel like
Yeesh.
it'll
I mean,
follow like a level based structure.
You see, it sounded like that you'd prefer it to be open world. I always thought you would prefer it to be
And not
linear.
necessarily open world, but I think what makes the Spider-Man games at least interesting is the swinging, is the traversal. And if
Right, the
there's nothing like
traversal,
that
yeah.
in the Wolverine game, it's just like, why am I playing this?
I
You know?
think
You could probably
he can
jump
climb
like a
up.
little bit
Yeah.
high as
He
Wolverine.
can climb up
Yeah.
wall. He can climb up walls apparently with his
Okay.
um
Interesting. I didn't know
so
that.
yeah, there's that for him. So that's exciting for him.
It probably
Uh
won't be as interesting, but
it
I mean,
won't be
it's
as
something.
interesting
No,
though.
probably gonna be
No.
yellow paint on the walls to go. You can
Yeah,
use your
yeah,
claws.
honestly.
Yeah, literal yellow paint, yeah. Uh, but yeah, I mean that was the opener. I mean they spent a lot of time on it as well. It was like 15 minutes it felt like. I was just like, "Oh, okay. I've seen the game. I've seen it. That's good." The other thing, I mean Rayman Legends Retold
Oof.
was shown. Right, okay. So I think before like when I was predicting and I predicted it, I'd heard that somebody said it was like a 3D remake. Um I thought they meant like a 3D remake, but what they meant was a 3D remake. I mean, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes
But
sense.
I thought they said they had 3D sections, like as in like three-dimensional sections. It doesn't. I mean, it does. It has like those like dragon things. I don't really care about that though. But it's just the same game, but with like a 3D art style. I mean, it doesn't look bad. But it's just like
Looks a lot. It
I
looks a
would
lot less
rather.
colorful than the original.
It does look good, quite good visually. But since it's the same game as Rayman Legends, I mean, it does have new levels, though, to be fair. But it is the same game as Rayman Legends. I don't think it looks like. I think the original actually looks like. In my opinion, I'd rather play the original, like visually. But I mean, the fact that it has new levels is pretty cool. I'm a bit torn on it. I don't know if I'll get it. Um, 'Cause at first I was like, I'm gonna get it because it's a new Rayman game. I want to get a new Rayman game, but it's just more Rayman Legends. Like, why did they remake
Yeah,
Rayman Legends?
rather just make a new Rayman game in that style if you're gonna
Yeah,
do that.
honestly, yeah.
Is Origins available separately or is it only included in the remake? Because I would play or I want to play Origins. I do want to play Origins, but it's bundled in with the remake. But is it separate as well?
I don't know, honestly.
I hope it is um then that's how I'm gonna get the Rayman Legends remake is to play Rayman Origins because I
Yeah.
haven't played Rayman Origins. Um, because I got into Rayman through the app, which is weird. I don't think anyone's done that before, but I there was like Rayman Jungle Run and Rayman Fiesta Run, and I literally was addicted to those.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, I was addicted to those, and then so I saw Rayman Legends, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, I love those apps. I'm gonna play Rayman Legends, and I loved it as well. So. I mean, I think they are making a new Rayman game, to be fair. I think that's been like the thing of like, we're going to do a remake and then we're going to do a new one. I think that's what they've said. So, but with Ubisoft at the moment, it's just like nothing really feels secure at the moment when it comes
Yeah.
to their games. I mean, do I believe that it's actually going to happen? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
One thing I don't really understand what these developers do is they'll make a remake and then they make the new game. It's like, why? Like Atlas doing the same thing, which we'll get to in a bit. It's like, why didn't we get Persona 6 like 5 years ago? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like different contexts for like when like remakes being made before. Like there's Star Fox, for example. That's a game I feel like was made. We'll talk again. We'll probably talk about that later. But as a game that's made, in my opinion, as a way to test the developers to see if they can make a Star Fox game, so that they have a strong base, so that they can make a new one with the assets they used. But then like Persona 4 Reload, God,
Revival.
Persona 4, yeah, Revival. It seems like it's been outsourced to like some other company. So it's just like a game it's just a game that they wanted to have
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Not necessarily replacing but Reload was in-house, I think. So technically, yeah, Reload did was a main project for them. I'm not sure. That's kind of funny though if you think about it. I think that Reload isn't the one that was in house. I'm sorry, it is the one that was in house. And Revival was the one that's outsourced. But I think in some ways Revival actually looks a little bit. Anyway, we'll talk about that later as well. I'm pushing everything aside. I'm pushing everything aside. But oh, anyway, we've been talking about the state of play. We should talk about the main thing that actually I think I can't think of any other thing that was really important in there. It was a pretty boring show in my opinion. God of War Laufey. Right.
God of War.
No, this is a it's a bit controversial, but I mean, when I was watching it, I was like, I was just like, yeah, this looks amazing. So I personally thought it looked really good, and I was quite excited
Yeah.
about it. And then I looked online and people going, "Oh my God, it's Focus M," and I'm like, "Is it?" I mean, it's like, "Oh yes, it's the Reddit cube." I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a goofy cube. I mean, what's the issue with I don't. I personally don't understand people's issue with like just wacky characters or like weird characters in some. Like it depends on obviously it depends on the level of their writing. But for me,
Yeah.
nothing in that trailer really came off as like so egregious. In my opinion, I mean, it's kind of insane that it's just a talking cube and a talking sword.
I think Jack Quaid voicing the cube kind of like pushed those opinions along further.
Yeah,
It's just kind of just
yeah.
his voice instead of like a performance.
Well, I think he's associated with the boys as well. I think it's just like
Yeah, and with the boys just ending too, it kind of just like and that final season being absolutely terrible, it kind of just like
well, we have
skyrocketed
different
all of
opinions on
the
the
hate.
final season there, but this is a gaming podcast. We don't talk about the boys.
We won't get into that.
We'll get into the boys, but anyway, we had issues, but anyway, um, yes. I mean, but I mean, what did I mean, obviously, I think you liked God of War Alfie, Kira. You like the look of it.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I'm really excited that they're diving more into Lao Fei as a character because
Mm,
she was so prominent as like an outside of the narrative for the first two games, and
yeah,
now they're actually giving her the spotlight, exploring her as a character, what she means to everybody else in the story.
yeah,
I think her gameplay looks absolutely fantastic. I love how fluid it looks.
yeah,
I think it's great that they added back the air combos and the jumping. I'm really excited to see where the story goes from there because having an afterlife of all the gods and having all of the different pantheons be in there, it expands the world of God of War just so much, and
yeah.
it really gives a lot of potential for the future God of War games where we do play as Kratos.
Yeah, I agree. I think the concept for it. I mean, when we were talking about it beforehand, I mean, when me and Jackson and Jack were talking, we I don't know. I mean, with the idea of a Faye spin-off has been a thing for a while, but I guess I was just never really that interested in the idea of it. I was like, it could be cool, but like what is there to do? I think this concept with like just blending all these mythologies and like this that I think they made it in a way I'm like okay no this is interesting to me now I'm like I actually want to learn more about Faye and who she was as a person. I mean it's just great to see Deborah Anwell starring in a video game. So
Love her.
um, yeah, no, I think I was a lot more. I'm a lot more interested in the concept. I mean, I was interested in it anyway because it's Corey Balrog and still God of War game, and I mean, I want to play more God of War. So it was cool, to see that there was a new one coming out. But the trailer kind of sold me on the concept.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not the biggest God of War fan, as you guys know. I won't slander it too much right now, but I do think the new one actually looks interesting to me. Um, I don't think I'm gonna play it, but it does look interesting. I don't see actually why people are hating on it. I think it's just
Mm.
because
Woman.
the main character is a girl.
Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Because she's
whole
a woman.
focus M thing is that's so fucking I hate that joke so much. Anytime I see it, it's been so bastardized and so like
Absolutely.
people don't know what it means actually.
No.
If you have played a God of War game, you know what you're getting into. Like, come on, dude. Come the fuck on. But anyways,
Yeah.
looks good. I think it looks good. I won't play it, but it looks good.
I mean, I'm wondering when it's coming out though. I mean, the thing is, right, it had no like year or date related to it, but then they've been like mentioning it every single day since it got
Yeah,
revealed.
they keep marketing it, and I'm like, is it this year? Is it early
No.
next year?
It might be next year, I feel like.
I think GTA is the reason why it's not this year. I think
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And maybe
yeah.
like spring next year.
It could be like February. I mean, although February's quite packed actually. No, never mind, probably not February. Because February 2027 and September
I could
2026 are
see
like
like next May,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
Yeah,
I could see
May would be a
that.
good month.
May would be a good month. Yeah, I could see it in May. So we'll move on to the next show, which was Summer Games Fest. This one actually, this surprised me. I think it was better than I expected it to be. I expected the state of play to be better, than it was, and I expected this one to be worse than it was. Um, but I think mainly just because it had like a couple of things I actually cared about. I actually didn't watch this live. I was out. I was
Oh
out
well.
socializing with people, having a drink with a friend. And
Ooh.
I just peeked on my phone like, oh, Resident Evil Code Veronica. So that was an interesting moment to look on my phone and see that. So that was the opener of the show, by the way, was Resident Evil Veronica. They're cutting out the code in it for some reason. I'm not sure why. Um, I think it sounds better with Code Veronica, but
I agree.
I,
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't see much of gameplay, but
we didn't see any gameplay.
mean, I think we saw in-engine stuff, right? Like the cutscenes.
Cutscenes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because I mean as you know, I've mentioned it I think every single episode so far that I've been on a bit of a Resident Evil kick. I do need to again, I said this last episode, I do need to actually play Resident Evil 8. I haven't started that yet. I've just been caught up in a bunch of other games, but I will start that one soon. So I'm just excited that there's a new Resident Evil game on the horizon there. I've heard that I think we've discussed the Code Veronica remake because we expected it because it was leaked. So it was just leaked for a while. It was expected for a while. Um, and I mean, it sounds like a very interesting game, like in terms of where it takes you, where it takes place. Like I think you go to Antarctica at some point. I think I heard, which is kind of crazy. And obviously, I mean, Claire Redfield back. The first new game, like first like game appearance since the remake of two, maybe. But then even before then, she's not like she's been relegated to spin-offs, so it's pretty cool that she's the main character of another Resident Evil game there. So I'm pretty excited about it. I thought the trailer was quite good actually. With how I know I think that the the build up to it, like is this Resident Evil? I think you can kind of tell with the engine, and
Yeah.
it's on Switch too. And that's so cool. It's day and date on Switch too because Capcom are just incredible at releasing everything on Switch too, which I'm really happy that they're committed to doing day and date. Does anyone have any opinions on Code Veronica? Am I the only person that cares?
Uh, I mean, I've only played Resident Evil 2 remake
Oh
and 4
yeah, of
remake,
course. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
so
you're a newcomer.
I'm pretty new to the Resident Evil franchise, but I think it's gonna be a good game.
Uh,
I really liked the remakes, and if they continue to stick to that level of quality, then it should be a good game.
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you know how I feel about
About modern.
modern Resident Evil, but
We had an
I'm
entire debate
sure
about
it'll be
that.
I'm sure it'll be good. It'll be a high quality game. I'll definitely play it.
hmm
I'm not really expecting a lot out of it, especially because Code Veronica is a pretty flawed game in the series. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I'm
More room for
interested in it.
improvement though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, I just I'm so sick of the remakes, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
this
yeah.
remake culture has it's been a lot.
It's
I think
been too
especially
much.
I think this year specifically has been it's just like everything's a remake this year. It's even Nintendo. It's just everything's a remake. I'm not against remakes though. I think we also talked about that on an episode. But yeah, I'm not against remakes, but I think there is it may be a little bit oversaturated. But with Resident Evil remakes, um, I guess I just don't really view them as remakes. I mean, they are, but I mean, most Resident Evil remakes they feel like they feel like a new game. For better or for worse, in case of Resident Evil 3. But I say this as someone that hasn't played Resident Evil 3 original, so I can't really criticize it for that. But I mean, obviously people don't like it, so there's obviously something they did wrong with that with the remake of that. But in Resident Evil 2, is they've changed the entire way that it plays, right? So
Yeah.
there's a little bit there's more effort there than just kind of like just repurposing the game one for one. But you know, I do agree with a bit of a remake culture this thing there. But I was excited about Veronica. That's one of the most anticipated games for next year. So, it came at a good time for me as I get into Resident Evil. The next
Yeah.
the next one, I think the next big thing in the show was like the random Cuphead announcements.
Oh yes, the Cuphead sequel and the platformer spinoff.
Wait,
I'm pretty
what? There is a Cuphead sequel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
announced that they're gonna do a sequel to Cuphead, and then
Oh shit.
they showed like some gameplay for the platformer for Cuphead.
Yeah, they've got like a Mega Man pixel art Cuphead spin-off. Is it the
Why
Mighty
have I
Cuphead?
not seen that? Jesus Christ.
It's because they kind of it was like a very small amount of gameplay, didn't give a date, and
Ah,
then Cuphead 2 was just like, oh, and by the way, we're working on a sequel. So they didn't
hell
show any
yeah.
gameplay of it. They didn't show a logo of it either. So I'm not sure how far away it is, but it was still cool that they
Yeah, no,
came
that
and
is
said that it's
cool.
happening. So it's gonna be quite exciting. I haven't finished Cuphead though, to be honest.
You
I
need
haven't
to. It's a
finished
great
it.
game.
No,
It's
it's really
good,
fun. It is
along
really
with DLC.
yeah. Oh yeah. Try. I just I got it on Switch one night. I remember playing it. I remember I went on like a long plane journey. I was playing it, and I made some good progress. And then I think I got stuck on a level, and I didn't play it for a while. And I get back to it. I play a little bit of it. I'm enjoying myself, and then I get stuck on a level, and I stop playing it for a little bit. So at one point, I'll finish Cuphead. Maybe before Cuphead 2 comes out. Maybe before the sequel comes out, I'll finish it. So
Yeah.
it's a good game though. So that was pretty cool to see that. Um, I'm on the top of my head. There's obviously the big one at the end that I can think of. But was there anything else that was like really major in the Summer Games Fest that I'm
For me, the Wolf Among Us one remaster and the sequel that was shown.
oh
I'm
yeah.
excited for that.
Is that an original like is Wolf Among Us like that's an original story for Telltale or is it based on a comic?
It's original story. It just uses fairy tale characters.
Really? Oh, honestly,
Yeah,
I've never like I've always heard of like Wolf Among Us. I didn't actually know what it's about. It's got fairy tale characters in it. It's like a Shrek kind of thing.
yeah, like Snow
Like a
White.
Shrek kind of thing.
You got the
Oh,
Bad
yeah.
Wolf, Three Little
Oh,
Pigs. Like folk tales, fairy tales, all that
wow.
stuff. And it's a noir, detective kind of story. So you play,
Oh,
yeah. So it's really cool and it's really
it's like
good.
yeah. Oh, it's like that. Oh, okay, like the little Red Riding Hood, the Wolf Among. Oh, okay, that
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right. Oh, yeah. That's actually interesting. You know what? I've heard about it. I've heard the name. I've never like once looked into what it actually is because I don't know. I just never have. I thought, oh, that wouldn't be interesting. But I mean that premise actually has me kind of intrigued. To be fair, so maybe I'll try the remaster. Is that come? Was that is that has that been dated?
I don't know, but maybe hold on, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, but while we're looking at that,
Oh, it is
that
coming out late 2026, so it is coming
okay.
out later this year.
Maybe
Nice.
maybe I'll try that. But yeah, I think the main other thing. I mean, there were. I think it was a. I think it was a pretty good show overall.
No,
For Jeff,
I was very
and
happy with it.
probably his best Summer Games Fest, and that's not like much of a
Oh
competition.
yeah, for sure, for
To be
sure.
fair, because I think his Game Awards sometimes they hit, but even then,
Yeah.
I mean, the I mean the one with the Kami 2 had a Kami 2 in it, so that was cool. But the no, I know his shows kind of they always feel like they drag. The Gamers Fest, like it probably did drag. I didn't watch it to be fair, so I don't know if it dragged, but it probably dragged. But at least it had like worthwhile announcements in it, which is
I
so.
think it was paced pretty decently. There were a lot of Asian sword games. Like how
Yeah,
many?
I think that's the issue though. I feel like there was a lot of those in the Xbox and the PlayStation show as well. Oh God, there's a cat. Sorry. Sorry. It came out of nowhere. I looked at my window and I just had a cat staring directly at it. This scared the life out of me. It's not even like aggressive or anything. It's-
My man got scared of a cat.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of cats. It's just when you look out your window, you don't expect to see anyone there.
Jeez.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, his shows aren't very good. Jeff Keighley's shows aren't very good. Because a lot of the time they're just very boring, and they have. Oh no, it was the Chinese. It was the Asian sword Chinese like hack and slash
Yeah.
Souls like abundance of games that were across every single show, including Nintendo as well. I think there's a lot of them in Nintendo Direct as well. Um, I just don't care about that aesthetic. It's just been overdone to
It's
the
a
point.
fucking disease, man. It's
Yeah,
infesting the whole industry.
they keep making them, and apparently people keep buying them because they're gonna keep making them.
Who is it for though? Who is buying that shit? I
I
don't get
don't,
it.
apparently people are buying it. They're making them. I didn't even. But although then again, nobody really plays live service games as much. They stick to their specific ones, but they still make like five of them every year. So maybe it's just a weird thing they think everyone wants. But I don't know. I mean, I can understand it for like one game series, but there's just so many of them, and you forget like what one's which. You forget
Yeah,
like
they
which
all
one's
look the
which.
same.
There was like Wolong, and I was like, didn't we just have Wolong? I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
Wolong, Onimusha, Phantom Blade Zero.
I mean, to me, to be fair, Onimusha, I feel I have more interest in that. I feel like
Onimusha
it
is
has legacy
pretty
to it.
iconic. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would say.
like I think that, and also it's Capcom, so I feel like I'd be more interested in trying that. But then like Wolong, Neo, there's like three of those, I think. I mean, obviously the Dynasty Warriors, the generic Dynasty Warriors games. Oh, what else is there? There's like When the Winds Meet, When the Winds Fall, whatever that one was.
Jeez, yeah, I don't even.
Yeah,
Phantom Blade Zero.
that's the MMO. That's the Chinese MMO.
Oh, Phantom Blade Zero. I don't know. People hype that. People like have been hyping that game for years. I've never seen why. Like I look at the game, I'm just
It
like,
has the same aura as Black Myth Wukong.
yes, exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly what it's that weird kind of this is off base kind of I don't know. I mean Black Myth Wukong was like but it's one of those games that I can't believe Black Myth Wukong was like as mainstream as it was. Like it's kind of
I
funny.
can't believe it either, honestly.
It's just weird.
I played it a little bit and I dropped it and I'm like, eh,
It looks like one
Uh,
of those fake games you see in like a TV show or something.
yeah.
Speaking of fake games, do you guys remember that Crimson Desert came out this year?
I played Crimson Desert.
Yeah, I remember. The
Oh yeah,
only
you
reason I
like it.
remember
You
that is
like
because
I
it.
you
do
Oh yeah,
like
you
it. I
do like
finished
it.
it.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
thought, okay.
Okay.
So Crimson Desert,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good game if
Mm.
like purely like exploration wise, it has some of like the best exploration I've ever played in an open world game. The amount of details and like little puzzles that you can do, the amount of interactivity that you can have within the world with all of your abilities, I think it's one of like the best open worlds that has ever been created by a game. The story is shit.
That's a bold
The story is
statement.
terrible, but like it's pretty dang good for what it was. The
Mm.
set pieces that occur later in the story are actually really impressive. Like you fight like on a plane and you fight like a big rock dragon. It's honestly
Oh shit.
really cool.
I get so confused about this game. It's just like it feels like everything that like contradicts
Yeah, they
itself.
really combined a lot of different ideas from a lot of different games and just kind of mushed them together. And it kind of works, but I would prefer like a more like narrow, focused type of game where they actually know what they want this game to be instead of just mashing different things together.
All right. Yeah. I mean, so the main thing about the Summer Games Fest was Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Um, I think it's very interesting I mean, they showed quite a lot of it, to be fair. They showed a lot more of it than I expected, but there's like there's like the moment where they're dropping out dropping out the ship they're like dropping down in the battle bus and they're going into the Fortnite match, which I thought was quite funny to show the trailer. Um, but yeah, I mean, also there's a class system as well. So it seems like they're doing more with the combat in Revelation, but I'm interested to see what they do with the story. I didn't like the side content. I mean, I know you'll talk about it a little bit later there, Kira. I know you've been playing it, but um with Rebirth, I wasn't a big fan of the side content in that game. And I mean, the main story for that game is incredible, in my opinion. But then I just felt quite got dragged down by the side content, in my opinion, which sounds a bit weird because it's optional content. But um, for me, it didn't really feel like it sometimes. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah, I recently finished all of the world intel for the first area, Grasslands, and it was a bit of a grind. It took me a couple hours, but I'm actually not that mad about it because I
Yeah.
feel like it allows me to learn more about the world because I'm pretty new to Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy in
Mm,
general because I've only really played 16. That was my first Final Fantasy game. The side content and that was terrible, but
yeah.
I think it's better in Rebirth because it allows you to learn more about the world and it really like it gives you like good upgrades as well, and you can see how everything connects from what you did in remake. So I found that to be not as bad,
Yeah.
but you know I still have the rest of the game to play. So
Yeah.
I'll let you know if my feelings have changed.
That's fair enough. I just don't like I don't like Chadley. Um,
You know, like trap.
I don't like Chadley. And two. My issue is that it's the same it's the same things every single world. So I did the same thing for the
Mhm.
first area. I completed a lot of it, and then I did the same for the second area. And then the third area, I was just like, oh God, I can't do it. I can't do any more of this. I
You
can't
got
do any
friction
more of it.
springs. You got to do the combat trials.
I couldn't do it.
I can see how that'd be kind of annoying.
But I mean, Revelation. I thought the trailer was really good. I'm excited about it. Um, Yeah, I mean, there's not really much more to say about. I don't have much to say about it. I'm not the biggest like. I mean, I really because I played the original seven, the original Final Fantasy Seven as well after I played Remake. And like I think the story of that game entire overall, I'm not going to spoil it for you, obviously. But the story for that game is incredible, and like the characters and the party, like some of the best written like party in a video game. It holds up quite well. Um, but I kind of want this game to like mush with the other two in a way that like if you played them back to back, you'd almost get that experience, but over this like epic trilogy. Um, but there's quite a lot of bloat in Rebirth, and I thought there's probably going to be quite a lot of bloat in Revelation. But I think the trailer was quite good. I think it had I think that I'm excited to play it in the. We don't know when it's coming out, but I bet it's probably like March or April. Any thoughts, Gil?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was listening to you. See, I'm not a big Final Fantasy person, at least not anymore. I do have a lot of affection towards Seven. That's where my name came from.
Yeah,
But I don't remake. I hated remake. I hate it. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. So I
Damn.
haven't played Rebirth.
I'm sure we'll have a fun conversation about that later on.
Yeah. I do want to play Rebirth though,
Yeah,
just out of like morbid curiosity, but I do not expect to finish it
yeah.
just based off what I've heard, just the bloat and the amount of side content you have to
Mm,
do.
And then a
So
mini game. Look,
Revelation,
he loves mini
yeah,
games so much. He
yeah,
just loves those mini games so much.
yeah. And
Uh,
so Revelation, I don't know.
yeah.
It's not really something I care too deeply about. It's interesting, like finally seeing this long-term project end.
Mm.
That's definitely interesting, but it just I don't care. I really don't care.
I kind of like the mini games in remake and rebirth. Fort Condor, they need to make more Fort Condor. I found that really fun. Queen's Blood's okay. It's okay.
Uh,
It's not Fort Condor, but I like Fort Condor.
I mean, Queen's Blood's fun. Fort Condor, I hated so much.
What?
I'm not good
Ah.
at it at all. I wanted to kill myself playing Fort Condor, personally, but that's just a me thing.
I just can't stand when these AAA games have a gameplay system and then they force other gameplay systems into it. It's like, why can't we just be focused, you know?
I mean, I'm necessarily opposed to like mini games within a game, but like, there's like Rocket League, there's like actually just Rocket League in
Oh,
Final Fantasy,
Jesus
to be fair.
fucking Christ. I
Oh,
mean, like,
There's
come on.
straight up
really?
Rocket League. Yeah,
Oh,
there's genuinely Rocket
I don't know
League.
Rocket League.
It's not a joke. It's genuinely not a fucking joke. It's genuinely in there.
Like, why?
There's so many mini games. Rebirth literally has like I think it has like I don't even know how many mini games it has. It must have like 15 mini games at least. Like it has so many of them.
Fuck.
It's funny, but I mean to be fair, there is obviously the I thought was it, I'm a fake Final Fantasy 7 fan. I'm thinking what the Golden Saucer. It does have the Golden Saucer to be fair, which needs mini games for its concept. But anyway, I'm excited about it. I'm hoping it's not as bloated. I feel like it probably will be though.
It will be. It will
It
be.
probably will be, but anyway, so I thought overall it was a decent Gamers Fest. They're not usually very good. So when there's like three or four things that are like exciting, it's like, well, yeah, he made
That's
a
pretty
show
good.
with real games in there. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's exciting. Great, good for you, Jeff.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Anyway,
keep it up.
a lot of variety in the Game
yeah,
Fest,
it
which
was a lot more.
I
Yeah,
feel like it could, like, please like the masses.
side, yeah. Xbox, Xbox, which um. Look, I mean,
Ooh.
I don't really have much of an opinion on the show outside of the main things that I was caring about, but because of the things that I care about were in there, it's my favorite show of the of these because I think we mentioned it beforehand in the predictions, and I was like, this might be Atlas show. This might be the Atlas show for me, because Persona 6 actually showed. I mean, not much of it, but Persona 6 showed up
We
finally
got a logo.
officially
We got a
revealed.
logo.
But what I liked is that we got a logo, but we also I mean we got I mean it's a vague teaser, but like it's an actual teaser. Like it indicates something. It's not because I was thinking like if they were doing a teaser, and a lot of people were like, oh, this is like a teaser that tells us nothing, and like it doesn't tell you anything, but the teaser is very like
It sets the tone.
the tone alone tells you a lot because that's not
Yeah.
you literally I my reaction to this was so funny. I was because I was expect we obviously we really got Persona 4, we'll get into that as well. But and so I saw the Atlas logo and I was like and a little bit of a green and I was like, oh my God, it's actually happening. I was like, oh my God, it's actually
Shin
happening.
Megami Tensei.
No, literally. We saw like the graves and like the kind of CG that look and I was like, oh my God, this is this gonna be like Shin Megami Tensei 6? And I was like, and for me, I was like, well, I mean, Shin Megami Tensei 6 would be cool, I guess. I was saying that because I mean, I don't really play Shin Megami Tensei, so, I played the Persona games. I haven't played Shin Megami Tensei, so if it was Shin Megami Tensei, I would have been like, cool, and then like been a bit sad that it wasn't Persona 6 because then that's like, why would they put both of them in the same show? Anyway, so I was like, kind of going through the stage of like, oh, is this? I'm like, I think this is like, I mean, it's green, it's like Atlas, and like, but like, it looks very Shin Megami Tensei, and so I was like, I was sat there, I literally, you know, the moment, right, you know, the moment where it has like the flashes of like the different like images before the logo pops up. I was like, I was on a call with my friend. I was like, no, no, this isn't Persona 6. And then like 2 seconds later, the stamp. Persona 6. And I literally fell off my bed. I was literally fucking, I had a guttural scream. Just screamed. I was like, oh my God, Persona 6. And we didn't see much of it. We didn't see a release yet. Although, I think, personally, I think it's probably going to be next year. Um, I think September. Uh,
Ooh,
Yeah, like
that's a
fall next
bold
year.
prediction.
It's kind of not really a prediction just because the logo was already leaked with the character designs, and the leaker said it was coming out in September 2027.
We'll
So
see. We'll see
so the
about that.
fact that they leaked the logo, because like I don't know, they're knowledgeable enough, that they're trustworthy enough, and they obviously they were part of the whole thing with the character and the logo, and they're saying it's set 2027. Um, I mean, they didn't give us a year, which I kind of wish they did. I think they should have given us a year, but I think maybe the reason they wouldn't have given us a year is just mainly because they're trying to focus on Persona 4. And if it's like they go, oh, Persona 6, 2027, it's like, oh, then oh, I don't know if I want to play two Persona games in the same year. But if you get Persona 4, you buy it, you play it, and then they go, Persona 6 is also coming out in 2027. They're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just play another Persona game later this
Yeah.
year. I don't know. I'm not sure why they wouldn't give us the year. Um, for me, it's just like I don't know if they would. Um, I don't know if they would reveal it like too. I mean, I guess they can. I mean, obviously they. I mean, even the Persona 5 teaser, it was supposed to come out like the next year, wasn't it? To be fair, like it was
Yeah.
supposed to. It got delayed, but it was supposed to come out the next year. So I think recently they like to market things a year in advance. And I think maybe they just didn't want to overshadow. I mean, it being announced overshadows Persona 4, but if there's no gameplay, it's like okay, that's a big announcement, but there's no gameplay. So at least then you go, okay, well let's look at the Persona 4 gameplay because we got that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of coping. Because okay, before I was like, okay, this is it just feeds into a previous thing here. Before I was like, okay, if it comes out in 2028, it's like not the end of the world. Now it is. Now it is. We need it to come out before January 2028. I need to have it physically. I'm not fucking. I'm seriously. I'm not having it digitally. I need my box. I need my collector's edition. Please, please, for the love of God, just lock in and get it out before 2028 because I need it physically. This might be the last Persona game physically. It is going to be the last.
Yeah,
It is
true,
gonna be
true
the last.
that.
Otherwise, Persona 4 will be. Basically, I don't know. I think it will. But so I mean, Gil, I think I know. I mean, I guess you're not really into SMT either, are you? Really?
No, I
Um.
actually quite like Shin Megami Tensei. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like
Mhm.
I'm not a big Persona person. So
Is that the phrase of the
Persona
day?
6.
I'm not a very big blank person.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Persona 6, but I'm still like looking forward to Persona 6. I think Atlas, they are probably my favorite studio right now, just
Hmm.
based off their creativity and the way they design their games and the presentation. Like I don't think anyone matches them.
Mm. Yeah.
So Persona 6 to me, I'm still looking forward to it. If nothing else, the music will be good, right?
Oh yeah,
Um,
Oh
absolutely. I'm
yeah,
excited about that.
definitely.
but in terms of just like gameplay, I'm like, I don't know if it's like Persona 5. I don't know if I'm into that. So honestly, I'm hoping it takes more from Shin Megami Tensei or Metaphor.
Mm.
Have you guys played Metaphor? I know you have, Option.
I don't
No,
know.
no, I
I
haven't.
think yeah, I have. I finished it. I quite like Metaphor. I just I mean I quite like Persona. I think I prefer Persona to Metaphor overall. I did.
Ugh.
I'm not a big Persona guy either. I've only played like Base 5 and Golden. And they're good, but it's not like my favorite thing ever, you know.
I think Royal is definitely the better version of Persona 5, but the I don't know. I mean, for me, it was like I think Persona 5. I literally played it. So Persona 5, I got it in 2021. At the start of 2021, you know, digital school and stuff like that. And I straight up like I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally played that like 10 hours a day for like 2 weeks, like
Yes.
under 2 weeks, and I finished it.
Yeah. Those
Literally,
were
that's
the
not a
days,
joke.
man.
It's not a joke. And honestly, I have never, and before that or after that, have ever done that with a game. Like, not even any other Persona game, because it's just like I can't do that. And even if I wanted to do that, I can't do that now. But um, I even in games that even Xenoblade, which is my favorite game, I didn't do that because it's just Persona. I mean, Persona 5 is a lot longer to be fair, so I guess it's one of the only games you can do
But
that
also,
with.
I feel like
But
it lends itself to that kind of
it's very
experience, you
addictive.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like you go you're like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna do some free time." Then you get to the end of your free time and you're like, well, let's do some story. And you're like, okay, let's do a dungeon. You finish the dungeon. Then you have more free time stuff to do. Oh, let's
Yeah.
do some more free time. And then you're like, okay, oh, there's another story thing. Oh, let's see what's going on with the story. And you're like, wait a second, I've been here all day. I mean, maybe I should stop. Maybe I
Yeah,
should just
they found a
kick
good
back.
balance
Yeah.
between like story stuff and like actual like side activities that you want to do, and then the side activities actually enhance the base gameplay.
Yes,
So I feel like
absolutely.
Yeah.
that's a really good like mix.
Yeah. But yeah, Persona 6. This is my most anticipated game of all time. Has been for a while, but now it's official. I'm excited. I'm hoping we see more of it soon. And it won Xbox the entire time for me. So
Oh
anyway,
yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
for me. But Persona 4 Reload. Oh, I keep on saying that. Persona 4 Revival. I still think it should have been called like Persona 4 Rewind, but
I
anyway.
Rewind, yeah,
agree.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But yeah, revival, I guess. I guess it makes sense. It's like a revival of a show or something like that. I guess I didn't realize that at first. I was like, that's a random name. Um, I mean, I quite like Golden. That's my second favorite Persona game. So I think it looks good. Um,
I do too.
it just looks like Persona 4 again. Uh, it's Persona 4 Golden again, but I like Persona 4 Golden, so I mean, I'm excited to replay Persona 4 Golden through the remake, and also, I
Yeah.
mean, the remixes. I mean, it's a bit of a controversial topic actually. I think some people don't like them, but I quite like the sound of them. They sound a bit different, but um, I like that they've made like they've extended a lot of the songs because I think even if you listen back to some of the old the Persona 4 songs, they're really short. They loop very quickly. So
Yeah,
it's cool, and I think to be fair, I think they really expanded them for the dancing game, and then there's a reincarnation album that I listened to, and it has like the extended versions. I think they might just be taken from that, but that's not a bad thing in my opinion. I mean, those versions are probably the best versions of the songs in my opinion. So, it'll be cool to hear fully those, and also they've got a new battle theme they've been playing, and
the battle theme is sick. I like
I
the
want
battle
to
theme a
hear
lot.
hear the clean version of that. Um,
And the new staging feature too has like pretty good music.
yes, yeah, no, I agree. And that comes out February next year. They've been promoting it as if it comes out tomorrow. Um, they've literally been posting something about it literally every single day. It does make me think. I'm like, I mean, it must be like it probably would be a game that would come out maybe this year if GTA 6 didn't exist, maybe.
Yeah. For sure. It'd probably be like a holiday game or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder, like, are they pushing all the promotion for Persona 4 early so they can do the next trailer for Persona 6, at
And I hope so.
The Game Awards maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff, lock in, lock in. Outside of that though, they had like a 15-minute section of Gears of War. I could not care less about Gears of War personally.
I think like visually the Gears of War game looks pretty good. I feel like Gears fans will be happy with it.
I'm sure they will be. I'm just
Gears
not
is
a
pretty
fan.
dope, dude. You guys got to tap in. I can't lie.
Okay, okay. Also,
Okay.
we found a franchise that he's a person of.
No, I will not lie. The
You're a
first
Gears of
Gears of
War
War
person,
game,
though, this entire time. Okay.
the first one at least is
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Two and
This is a
three are
prequel, isn't it?
decent. Which one?
This new one, it's a prequel, isn't it? I think.
I
I think it is because they start on like Earth.
yeah, I don't know
Wait,
honestly,
it's not
but
set now.
I, no,
I don't know anything
um,
about Gears of War, bro.
it's
Sorry,
been a while
yeah.
since I played them, but
Mm.
first one's good. Second one and third one they're decent. I like the fourth one. The fifth one is where it kind of like, But I think the games are pretty sick. They're kind
Yeah.
of mindless. They're kind of slop, but they're my slop.
It's like me and
And
Xenoblade.
then they also announced the Doom DLC that comes out I think later this week. The Doom DLC, I think looks
Revelations.
great. I think it's gonna be amazing.
Man, yeah, I didn't hear good things about that game though.
What Doom the arcade
Dark
game?
Ages, okay. It's a good it's not as good as Eternal. I think Eternal is where they like peaked, but
Hmm.
for Dark Ages, I really liked
I never
Dark
played it.
Ages. It's kind of Perry slop. It's a little bit
Yeah.
Perry slop,
Like,
but
oh, I think you used the word like that. That would turn me and Gil off of the game entirely. We hear the word parry, so we're like, okay, sorry, no,
Yeah, that's
never,
what put me
never
off
playing
of
that
it.
game. I'm not
Yeah.
playing Paris Slope. I ain't playing. No, after Expedition 33, I am abstaining from any Paris Slope. Um, I'm joking
but
because I think a
when
lot of
it's
my favorite
not
games are
when
Paris Slope,
Dark
but
Ages isn't Perry
yeah.
slop, it's a very like fun and fast game.
That's
I
what they
think
said
the
about
levels
Expedition 33.
I think the levels in Dark Ages are really good. A lot of the new weapons are
Yeah.
really fun and creative to use. And then with the DLC adding the new spear mechanic with the chain, it's bringing it back more towards how
Mm.
Eternal felt, which I think people will like a lot. Plus, they're gonna bring back the classic Doom levels, which I'm really excited for.
Oh shit. Okay.
I remember before release there was that Lovecraftian dimension. How much of that is actually in the game? Because I thought that was
Um,
something that was really interesting to me.
It's well, like you basically like kill Cthulhu
You
in
kill.
Dark
Oh, you know
Ages.
what? Maybe I need to play this. You kill Cthulhu.
Yeah,
You will
there's
be back in after the Paris slot.
yeah.
Is that it? It's just like, look, you kill Cthulhu. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
you kill
Yeah.
Cthulhu in a big giant mech suit, and
Oh my God.
it's pretty cool. It's
Damn.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a level where you're inside of him, and then you have to like
You're
kill him
You're
inside
from.
of.
inside of them.
Yeah, you gotta kill him from the inside. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty
Ah
cool.
shit.
You know what that's you know what that has sold me on the game. There you go. I need to. Oh no, there's so many games I need to play. That's the issue. I was thinking like I want to play Fire Emblem Three Houses so I can get ready for Fortune's Wheel. I want to try and get into Fire Emblem, but I'm like, do I want to sit down and play Fire Emblem? I'm like, I don't know. It's so many
Nah, you don't.
routes. I don't
No,
know.
you
You
I
don't.
don't.
don't know. I
You
do. I kind of do, but I don't at the same time. I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's a bit one of those things. I value shorter games nowadays, I think.
don't. Yeah.
We're getting too
Uh,
old, man.
yeah, Persona's like the exception at the moment. I mean, Xenoblade as well, but there's like a few exceptions, but like yeah, kind of shorter ones are kind of leaning in the favor of those. But yeah, was there anything else in the Xbox show? I mean, there was a bunch of other stuff. Spyro was in there actually. There was this new Spyro game, wasn't there? That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there
announced.
was.
was.
I wanted to play I haven't played the Reignited trilogy. I've been kind of interested for like about 8 years, and I've just never bought it. So I'm very interested, as you can see by me not having bought it for literally the last decade. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much we really saw of the new one, but it's Toys for Bob, right? So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
It was a little bit of
Crash 1.
gameplay. It was just like flying around and stuff.
Yeah, I just hope that Crash does continue to. I mean, as far as continuing to get games now, I'm assuming Crash will. Um, I mean, Crash 5 was cancelled, wasn't it? So I was worried that they just weren't going to do any more Crash or
Yeah.
Spyro, but no, it seems like they are. So that's cool. What else was there? There wasn't. I mean, I can't think of anything else. I think
There's Halo. There was
yeah.
Halo, the
Oh
Halo
yeah,
1 remake that was shown.
that's it looked like Halo. I mean,
Does look like
yeah,
Halo.
it does look like Halo. Um,
I was
I
a little
think
bit interested in
yeah.
the magician's game that they showed at the end where you use
Oh yeah, that
like the
was
classical magic tricks for like combat and stuff.
yeah, that
I'm
was
actually
interesting.
I was pretty interested in that one
What's
too.
that one called?
Oh,
Um
it was like the Devils, the Dantes, and
no, it
was it
was
like
like
uh, it was
magician something.
I don't know, I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
Maybe
magician's the devil's deal. That's what
the
it was.
Devil's Deal. Okay,
Uh
the Devil's Deal. Okay, that was interesting. I mean, to be honest, I was kind of sat there waiting for Persona 6 a lot of times. But no, it was. I'm sure there's a lot of like good things in there. I think Bethesda kind of. I think there was a lot of times where there was like a Bethesda announcement, and I was like, oh, what's that? It's gonna be like Fallout 3 remake, or is this gonna be
No,
like, it's gonna be like,
I have no hope for
and
Bethesda
then
anymore.
I know, and it was just like. and then it was just like here's Fallout 76
I
update, and I'm like,
I
oh.
hate Fallout 76
I'm like,
so much.
oh, we're still. I thought that was. I thought people hated that. Why are they still updating it? And then there was like a Skyrim one. It was like Skyrim Online. And I'm just like, oh, okay, okay. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay. It's like, sure, okay. I was sat there like, why is this a section in your show? But overall,
I'm
yeah.
gonna kill Todd Howard.
I'm gonna kill Todd Howard. Overall, Persona 6, Persona 4 Revival for me made it the best show, despite the fact that I don't think I really cared about anything else outside of it. But
No, but
you get a
it
bit
was a
old with
good
it.
show outside of
Yeah.
those two, I
No,
will
it
say.
was a good show.
Yeah, I think I can't really judge how good of a show it is. I feel like I don't play most of the games that were shown because I'm not an Xbox gamer. So um I know it had good games, but then sometimes I think maybe my hope for Persona 6 kind of clouded my opinion on some of the games. I was like waiting for that to be revealed.
This isn't
Yeah.
Persona 6. Why am I watching this?
No, because every time it's like a world premiere, I'm like Atlas, no, not Atlas. Okay, okay, okay. Have a look at that. Okay, okay. Like Atlas, no, no, no. Okay, that's fine. That was literally me the entire time, and that sounds horrible, and it probably was. It probably was a very horrible mindset to have, going into a show. But I've been doing it for years, so the fact that it actually paid off this time is it's a plus. Anyway, yeah. Overall, I thought it was a decent show. It basically got me my most anticipated game to be officially revealed, so that's always a plus. Beat Sony, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Much better
yeah,
than Sony show,
much better.
which is crazy to think about, in my opinion, because I don't own an Xbox. But then we had Nintendo Direct, which happened and was a bit of a controversial one because I think Nintendo are showing restraint. I think we'll also talk about that. I keep on saying that in this show, but they're showing a bit of restraint. They're not like necessarily blowing everything out at the same time, which I don't think they need to. I think the thing is with the Switch One is that I think they needed to do that. They needed to blow everything out really early because they needed to make sure it was successful. But since the Switch 2 is following from a success, they're just taking one step at a time. And so this direct was it did have a 2027 game in it, but it was a lot of stuff. It was mainly just kind of stuff that's coming out later this year. And then even then the big thing that they ended the show with, they were very conservative of how much they showed of it. And they were like it's almost like it felt, I mean, that felt a bit weird to me as well, but I guess they're just thinking one step at a time here. And some people were a little bit annoyed by that mentality there, and I think we'll talk about it a little bit later as well. But I thought the direct overall, I mean, I think it appealed to me specifically just because there was an entire Xenoblade section. Uh, but I think they had a weird I think they opened it weirdly. I don't understand why they opened with Rhythm Heaven, Rhythm Heaven, because I mean, like it looked good, and I think the game looks good, and I'm kind of interested in it a little bit. But it's a game we've known about for a while, so I'm not sure why they opened it because they usually let you open a direct with a new game, right? It kind of
Yeah.
it puts you in that high because there's always at the start there's always a bunch of stuff that like some people don't really care about, but when you have the high of the first reveal, it's like okay, people would just like go, okay, that looks cool, oh that's cool. It keeps the momentum going. I don't think there was much momentum at the start, and so I think a lot of people were then just getting kind of stressed about it, I guess, as it went on. Um, it's a 40-minute advert, but there you go. But no, I mean, they had the Xenoblade section. They had all three of the Xenoblade games, Switch 2 editions.
I thought that was
Um,
cool.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. I mean, for me, it was like I always wanted I always thought it was a cool idea to have those, but I'm not the kind of person that really like. I don't really replay mini games, so I guess the idea of Switch 2 editions for them, I was like, I'm not sure what they'd add. Turns out Xenoblade One, they had a perfect. I didn't even realize they would do this, but they just added like a high speed vehicle,
Yeah, saw
and
that.
and they
Yeah, and
add
it's
and
Xenoblade Kart.
bro, I don't know if you know this girl. They actually added a Grand Primo. They
I did
there's
not know that.
there's straight
Jeez.
up Nopon Grand Prix. And it's basically they didn't design tracks for this. You just drive around levels. So like Colony 9, for example, I don't think it works. But it's fun because you're going this. It's really fast. It's like F-Zero.
Yeah.
It feels like F-Zero. You're like speeding so fast, and I'm like smashing into the buildings and stuff like that.
It's a cool
So
thing to add.
it is. And they got new voice lines for all the original voice actors for this as well. So every
Nice.
single original voice actor came back, and they don't even sound that different. I mean, they sound quite similar. So I think that was quite cool. But obviously, the main thing there was Xenoblade Genesis, which is they dropped the Chronicles. I think Chronicles wasn't actually in the Japan. Like Chronicles isn't a thing in Japan. In the Japanese title for the series, it was a thing tacked on for the UK. For the European translation, for some reason, it stuck. So technically, you could argue maybe they haven't dropped the Chronicles, and because the reveal was in Japanese, wasn't it? So but I think they have. I think symbolically they have. Because I mean, they finished the trilogy. It kind of finished like a narrative arc, and now they're going for a new one. And so I think the next one's like Xenoblade Genesis, and that's the new saga there. At first I wasn't sure what to think about it when I was watching it. I was like, because at first I was like, it kind of. I think the characters they've got a new character designer for the main characters, and you can kind of tell straight away because you're like, oh, does this actually look like Xenoblade? Um, I think what really sells it, I mean, I kind of rewatched it so many times, what sells it as like truly like a Xenoblade feeling game is like this interest in like geography and scale because the entire game has like it's basically in like a sphere, like the terrain is like going in on itself, and the skybox is just like other like lands and like other islands and the ocean itself, and it folds in on itself. I'm like, could you? And we have like confirmed that we're gonna have like mounts, like these weird horse creatures and like dragons as well. Like, I mean, how can we like traverse between the different parts of the sphere, like riding on a dragon up to it? Like, so it gets me excited. I think I'm interested to see like what they do with this with the story of this being a new saga. It was kind of overwhelming seeing they kind of they unceremoniously announced this. They were just like, oh, and by the way, here's the first look at
Yeah.
Xenoblade, the new Xenoblade. I was like, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
what? I was like,
Yeah. What
okay.
and what's confusing to me is I thought Monolith were working on something else entirely. I guess that is the something else, but
I
I
think it
don't know. I was
is.
kind of hoping they'd like drift away from Xenoblade, honestly.
I mean, look, I don't agree with you that they should drift away from Xenoblade, but I did
At
agree
least
that
for
I
now, Jesus Christ. They've been making Xenoblade games for what, like over a
yeah.
decade now.
Yeah, I think they for me personally I would have liked to see them do a new IP. I think this
Yeah,
is kind of but not really because it is still called
it's
Xenoblade.
still
I
Xenoblade. I
Still
mean,
think
Xenoblade.
that I think the concept art was for this. I think it
yeah,
was
that's what I'm
kind of
thinking.
yeah. Um for me, I guess I mean, I agree with you though. I would, it would be interesting to see like them do like a new IP, but at the same time, I'm just really happy that Xenoblade gets this much love from Nintendo. Like, I mean, it doesn't even like do that well.
It's crazy. I mean, they've never, ever, ever shown this much love to any of their franchises. I feel like, like it's
We're
almost like you
constantly
think is
fed. It's
right.
incredible.
You think it's as big as like Zelda or Mario with how
Or
it's
like
treated.
Fire Emblem too.
Right, exactly. It's crazy because they only sell like what, 1 million units.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I think
insane.
the highest selling one is sold 2 million something.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I mean, the Switch 2 editions for the trilogy, I mean, Xenoblade 1, I think a lot of people will like pick it up. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that
Yeah.
it's a good boost for it.
I think those are cool too, but I don't understand the reason why they needed to space them out throughout the year. That's kind of odd.
I think it's just because they wanted this to be a way for people to experience the games for the first time. And if you're
Uh,
gonna thrust all
Hmm.
three of them at the same time, it's like it gets a bit overwhelming, like you're releasing three long games at the same time, in
I
theory.
yeah, I guess so, but I guess like
It's
for
an
me, like
upgrade, yeah. And I get it though. It's like in the idea of it being an upgrade, yes, but in the idea of
yeah,
Nintendo viewing this as a way for people to experience
yeah,
this that haven't, um, as a way to re-release it almost, but not actually fully re-release it. It's like an upgrade pack. But some people won't have owned it and they'll buy the Switch 2 edition as their edition. it's an interesting way of spacing it out, but I guess it almost builds towards the new game as well. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that people take the opportunity to experience this game. I know that you're not like a big Xenoblade guy as
Yeah. Sentence
uh
of the day. I'm not that
yeah, Sentence
big
of the
into
Day. But I
Xenoblade.
am, but I am. It's my favorite series, and I'm glad it gets so much love because
I mean, I
yeah.
do think the new game looks cool. I might, depending on how it, if the trailers look good moving forward, I might
Hmm.
get it because I really do think Xenoblade is. I want to get into it. Like I think the worlds are interesting. The music is amazing. I just for
Mm.
whatever reason, like the gameplay and the story, I
Yeah.
can't do it. I just can't
I
do it.
tried Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It just did not click for me at all.
And that's the only one that I
Yeah.
even liked.
Well, I mean, I know. I think it. I mean, I quite like the Xenoblade combat. It's very unconventional, but I quite like it. But I mean, Xenoblade One story is just. I think it's so good. I think the stories are pretty consistent in my opinion. I mean, they've got obviously the JRPG bullshit. But I don't know. I mean, it's like I was watching this video. I've been watching this series from this guy he plays games, but he's like a he's not an author, sorry. He's a script editor for like for books and like for shows and stuff like that. And he was playing Xenoblade 1 blind. And there were certain set pieces in that game that he was sat there like he basically he predicted a lot of the game because not because it's necessarily overly predictable, but like it's just if you've read so many stories and I guess you can understand where like it would naturally go. But like there's like certain set pieces in there. He would pause and he'd yap because he was a big yapper. He'd pause and praise just like how they do it. I think towards the end, there's a lot of like they basically say out loud the undertones that were already there.
Yeah.
But that's a JRPG thing. I don't think it's the end of the world to have that at the end of the game. Especially for how long the game is, you have to remind people of stuff. So I understand. I know. I mean, it's I connected really deeply to Xenoblade games. Xenoblade 2 has a little bit more bullshit in my opinion, though. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
if
a lot more
I couldn't
bullshit.
replay it. I couldn't. I wanted a definitive edition because I wanted them to actually fix like some of the gameplay things that actually make it really bad. Like the blade skills are just a terrible system. The navigation is like really bad. There's like there's like a chapter in there that's like genuinely like the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life, and it's because of the those two. It's because of the story. It's because of the character, and it's also because of those two gameplay things I just mentioned. I wanted them to change. All four of the things compact into the worst thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. But I mean, the rest of the game is pretty fun. So
I can't see myself touching that ever
no,
again.
Xenoblade 2 is a mixed bag. Xenoblade 3, on the other hand, I think is that's like I tear up thinking about the story. It's incredible. Anyway, move on from Xenoblade. They had Switch Sports Resort. They spent a good amount of time doing thumb wrestling.
Yeah, watching a lot of struggle with the thumb wrestling is really funny.
It's so funny. It's like that in the fucking Star Fox, like the Star Fox VTuber thing where he was like he doing his face. Like they're just making him embarrass himself publicly on live on a stream every single time now, apparently. But it was just
Yeah.
so funny. It looked like he was tugging it down, you know. Uh, but it was so funny. I was like, okay, that's a choice definitely to spend that much time on Switch Sports, but yeah, it looks like Switch Sports for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't really have much to say
Yeah.
on that.
No, I don't have much to say either.
Yeah, I know.
I think the new like me designs, but they're not really me's. I don't like them at all. I know you can switch in between with the
They
me.
look so unnatural though, the
It looks
Mii's.
so weird.
Especially when you compare it, like I think Tomodachi I mean Tomodachi Life with the ways they use the Mii's, I think they adapted them well. I
Yeah.
wish they just used those that design for Wii Sport. But I guess the idea is they want the sports series to be separate from Tomodachi Life. They view Tomodachi Life as the Me series, and they don't really they view the sports connected to like the console. I guess I don't know. But I think another main thing there in that direct, I mean Deltarune chapter 5, which we'll talk about as well. That was cool. That was there. But the obviously the closer was the Ocarina of Time remake that we talked about in the first episode.
Hold on,
Um,
Oscar. I believe you're missing out a key announcement. Kingdom Hearts 4.
oh
Oh
yes, of course. Oh
yeah.
no, I completely forgot. Wait, no, that is a big one. Yeah, all three of
The
the
big trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. I
that's
am
crazy. I can't
so
believe they got that.
in a direct as well. You'd figure
That's
it'd be like in a
insane,
state
bro.
play or Summer Games Fest or
That's
something, but to have it in a direct,
it's good. If it comes out after 2027, then the Switch 2 is the only physical edition of Kingdom Hearts 4. Let that sink in.
yeah, that would just be
What I say that, but it'll be a key card, but
gaming
so
key
not really,
card.
but kind of half half, more physical than the other ones. But
Also, I
yeah.
wished they would give more information on Dusk Bloods. It's
Yeah, I thought that was so weird. It's coming out this year, and we didn't even get a trailer. It was just like
there's
a.
we know basically nothing about it, and
I don't understand
I
that.
really I struggle to understand From Software's like reservedness on showing like what the game actually is.
I mean, they're doing the network test, are they? So I guess we're technically gonna play the game.
Yeah.
I
So
guess so,
I
but like
guess maybe that's what they're doing with
usually
that.
usually
Yeah.
when you don't know a lot about a game and they're like super reserved about it, that is never a good sign.
Metro
No.
Prime 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Oh dear, I was kind of pissed off about that. I still haven't finished that. I think I continued it.
I
I don't know.
sold my
Yeah.
copy. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh damn, I mean, you were hating day one. To be fair though, you were there before. You had like the you. I remember because when it was like shown off in that June Direct, and you were like, looks ass. You're like,
Yeah,
it looks
yeah,
terrible. You clocked that. You clocked that early. That's crazy.
yeah.
No, but yeah, I think it's a bit weird. But Ocarina of Time remake.
Ooh.
Um, we basically know the same amount that we did when we talked about it the first episode, so there's not really much to talk about. They showed like a cutscene. They
Yeah.
showed like
Yeah.
a weird angle of Link,
Link with that giant head.
with a
It's like
giant
the
head.
worst possible angle they could like show.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
sure. I'm
understand
sure
why
Yeah.
the
they went
design
with
will be
that.
fine. I'm sure it'll be all right. But like, it's
It'll
just
look good, but it's like
yeah,
why that
yeah.
angle?
It's a bit of
Hmm.
an angle. I like but overall, I did like the teaser. I think it had a good vibe to it. I think it just came off like this is like, oh wow, this is like a magic. This is like a. It felt very cinematic, which is a
Yeah.
cool. So I'm excited to see more of it. I guess. I
Oh
mean,
my.
I think the reason that they revealed it the way they did, and I think it's because it's playing into their strategy. I think they want to reveal it in the direct and go, okay, now tune in for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time direct. And they'll just show it in that essentially. So I think they like to. I think they're using those standalone directs more and Nintendo Day a little bit more. They're keeping directs, but they're using it in it a lot more. So, I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily opposed to it though. I mean, if they announce the Ocarina of Time direct, um, you're gonna get a lot more out of it. Like you're gonna get so much details on it. Instead of it maybe clouding up and taking up a lot of a main direct, for example.
I hope so.
That being said, the Splatoon Raiders somehow manages to take up a lot of directs. It had like an entire 5 minute section of a direct, and they were like, oh, and
Ooh.
also by the way, there's a direct, uh, is a
Yeah.
Splatoon Raiders direct in a few weeks as well, and I'm like, we need to see more of the game. But to be fair,
Right.
I'm glad we did though. To be fair, I will say, I don't know if we're going to talk about the Splatoon Raiders direct. I'm not sure if you've seen the Splatoon Raiders direct. Um, have you seen this? Did you watch it, Gil?
No, I haven't. I have a strong belief that Nintendo spoils their games way too much, so I've just avoided everything about
Right.
it.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, the direct kind of I mean I was really sold on it just in the principle, but I think it sold me more on it. I think it looks quite good. The direct
Oh
did
yeah,
good
I
at showing
believe it.
more of it.
I'm definitely getting that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it day. I mean, I probably will get it day one. I mean, it comes out this month. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
that's insane.
but yeah, so but yeah, I mean, I kind of wish they show gameplay of Ocarina of Time at least like a little bit. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to see whenever they show. I mean,
At
they should
least
still
a
come out
better
this year.
cutscene. Like I don't
Yeah,
Right.
understand why
yeah.
that cutscene, and I don't get it. That
They
was a
they
very
could they
weird
could have
trailer.
showed like the title screen cutscene of like
I think
Something.
Link
okay,
on
I
Epona.
for me, I think that I think it was missing one thing. I think you do the exact same trailer, you show the exact same footage, but instead of cutting straight to the logo, then they go into the title screen with the with him running out in the field and like his
Yeah,
Right.
gameplay, and then you show the logo. That
Yeah,
you do the
exactly.
same thing, but I think it shows a lot more. But I guess they're just saving that for the. I think I'm so confident they're going to do it pardon me, an Ocarina of Time specific direct.
I
This
think so
comes
too.
off quite similarly to Kirby Air Riders, which was revealed with a um with just a CG trailer and then a vague release date and then they just and it didn't and then well, I guess they didn't have a direct even though that in June that year but they just had a Kirby Air direct to show the gameplay for the first time and I think
Yeah.
that's what they're doing. I think the Star Fox as well to be fair that's what they did with Star Fox. They had a direct for Star Fox and they just showed it for the first time in that direct. So I think that's what they're doing a lot more now. So I kind of wish they did show more gameplay though. I feel like I guess it's one of those things where like I think this kind of ties into maybe the next topic I want to go into. But Nintendo recently have a bit of a leak problem. And I think because that was leaked, because we knew that Ocarina of Time was definitely coming. I mean, it was something that was rumored for so long. So we kind of but like it's one of those things where it's Smash Ultimate's first reveal. Obviously, everyone was expecting Smash to come out, but that
Yeah.
reveal was like we didn't know it was coming that day. So it was like, oh my God, that's a big reveal. It was just a CG trailer. Could you imagine if someone a week before was like, by the way, the Smash trailer is going to be there, Smash is going to be revealed, and then you see that, you're like, oh, but where's the gameplay? It was supposed to come out this year. When's the gameplay? So I think an element of that reveal was kind of ruined in the leak because
Yeah.
there's not that shock value from it being revealed. It's like, oh yeah, we know that. Like, yes, we know it exists, Nintendo. It was leaked months ago. Can you please show us gameplay? I've been mulling over the. It's because we mulled over the idea of the remake. We're like, okay, it's a real thing. We know it's a real thing. What's it going to be like? And then we
Yeah.
see it, and it's
Mhm.
like, well, we still don't know. So we don't know. So we still don't have a clue. We're in the exact same spot we were months ago, but we weren't supposed to. We weren't supposed to be. And then
Yeah.
to Nintendo, they're not going to adjust their plans because we do. Um, and so I think it ruined the reveal for me in some ways. But I thought it was
Yeah.
a good reveal.
The leak
Yeah.
culture has really gotten really bad, like
Yeah,
across all of like the
I
platforms.
I
agree.
would say I wouldn't say it's gotten bad. I would say it's gotten more accurate because in the Switch One era, there's a lot of supposed leaks that just didn't end up happening, you know. But
Yeah.
nowadays, it feels like if something's leaked, it's almost like guaranteed to happen, and that just
Yeah.
ruins things, you
Yeah. I
know.
mean,
Yeah,
I think the funny thing about some of the Switch 1 leaks is that they ended up actually being real, but like in Switch 2. Like for example, there's so many Donkey Kong leaks, like Donkey Kong Odyssey team leaks in Switch One era, and it never happened, and then it did happen. So,
Yeah,
and it was supposed to be Switch One initially. So, some of these might have been actually repurposed, but yeah, I think that also kind of the way I say this as a segue is because we've actually had a pretty big Nintendo leak. Um, I think a couple of days ago, the same day as this physical media leak as well and it is and it's crazy. It's actually through the official Brazilian. They're actually playing the World Cup today. Brazil are, to be fair. That's a funny coincidence. Well, we're recording this, but Brazil. I think anyway, it's like they're like I forget what the department was called, but it's like security and protection or something like that. And they obviously they do the ratings for the games, and so Nintendo of America submitted a game called Metroid Ravenous with 41 minutes of gameplay to get it rated, a publication date of 2026. So the implication there is that there's a game called Metroid Ravenous. It's basically done because they showed 41 minutes of
yeah,
gameplay, and we don't know about it
at
yet
all.
officially. Um, but I think we all knew that it was like Metroid 6. I think we all knew it was happening like soon. I think the reason that it isn't a thing now and we know about is because Metroid Prime 4 came out and they wanted to space it out a little bit. But that game's been worked on. We know it's been worked on since after Dread came out. They basically alluded to it, so we knew that Microsoft were working on it. But the name though, the title being leaked like that. Now we know the title, but Metroid Ravenous. Like, what are we thinking about Metroid Ravenous? Are we excited?
I am. I like Dread a lot. I think that if they stick more to it being, because I think Metroid Dread is a better action platformer than it is a Metroidvania. If
Mm,
they stick to what Metroid Dread was good at, it'll be fantastic. If they try and make it like, I don't know, Super Metroid, I'm just not going to be a fan. But I'm looking forward to it, honestly. And to
yeah.
be honest, I'm surprised we're not getting a Super Metroid remake before Metroid Ravenous. Apparently,
Well, um, to be fair, I do think that there's implications that Super Metroid Remake is happening before Metroid
you
Ravenous.
think so?
Well, I mean, I personally think so, but the rumors are, isn't it like that Pixel remake? I don't understand why they would be doing a Pixel remake, but
I'm a
the
big
rumor
fan of
is,
that.
I mean, it could be interesting, but a Pixel remake, I think what's happening is it's actually the anniversary, 40th anniversary of Metroid this year,
You're
by the way.
right.
So I think, and it's in August. So what I think might happen, have no reason to believe this, but there's no game in August at the moment. July is quite overcrowded. September's obviously overcrowded, but there's nothing in August. What if they they just drop on Nintendo today Super Metroid remake, Pixel remake, and it just gets
HD
shadow dropped
2D
in
Super
August?
Metroid.
Pardon? What did you say? Sorry, Gary, I didn't hear you.
HD 2D Super Metroid.
HD. I didn't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work. I can't imagine that. It's like it's not okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the idea of the 3D environments, right? With the pixel. Maybe I know. I would want it to lean into the honestly, just make it look like Zero Mission. I think Zero Mission is some of the most beautiful pixel art that I've ever seen. I
True.
think so. Just make Super Metroid with that pixel style. Would be good. No, I'm a huge two. I don't even have any reason to believe it would be Shadow Drop though. So it could come out later, but I think if it's outsourced and it's a different company that's making like an indie studio that have been commissioned to do it, then I don't think that it really matters when Metro Braverness comes out, but they'd probably want to space it a little bit. So I think obviously then we'll get but I think Super Metroid would come first. I think they could even maybe not even shadow drop it. They what they do is they do like what they did with Xenoblade, and they'd have a section of the September Direct if there is one. I'm assuming there is one though. I think there's enough for one at the moment. But let's say in September there's a Direct, and they have like they reveal Metroid Ravenous. Maybe before that they're like, oh, and by the way, before I know the first thing they reveal is like, oh, we have a Super Metroid remake coming out, and it's like pixel art, and they go, oh, do you like that? Do you think that was cool? Oh, and by the way, here's another game that we have coming out from the Metroid series, and then we see that. You know what I mean? I think there would
Yeah.
be like a little section there with both of them.
I also think they
Um,
could just do what they did with Metroid Prime Remastered and just shadow drop it.
I think they could, but the thing is, Metroid Prime Remastered actually like suffered financially for that. But I think
Did
maybe it
it?
wouldn't have done well anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Metroid, it doesn't sell well. But I mean, Dread did. So I mean, Dread sold pretty well. So hopefully, I mean, Ravenous is such a cool name, though. I think with the
Yeah, I agree. That's
implications,
a dope name.
the obviously what happened at the end of Dread. I mean, Kira, have you played Metroid Dread?
I'm not a Metroidvania guy.
You're not a Metroid guy. You're not a Metroid guy.
No,
No,
like I I
I'm
I,
not
I
either,
tried I
though.
tried playing Dread and it's like it
Yeah.
was cool, but I'm just not really into that type of game. I tried Hollow Knight as well. I don't like Hollow
Yeah,
Knight.
I don't like Hollow Knight either. So I like Metroid a lot. I 2D Metroid a lot, but I don't really like I don't. But I've never been able to get into a Metroidvania that isn't Metroid. So I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I think it's just I don't really like the I don't like the sense of getting lost as much as other people do.
That's
Um,
kind of why I would prefer Ravenous to lean more into the action aspect
they
of
will.
Dread rather than the Metroidvania. Because I'm gonna be real, I think that genre is so oversaturated right
It
now.
really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Metroid Dread has a good balance though. It is primarily action, but it has a good balance in that
Yeah,
sense, in
for
my
sure.
opinion. But yeah, so Metro Prime is I love the name. I'm hoping that it builds on what happened at the end of Dread. I'll just leave it at that. You know, people that know will know and they'll understand. And they'll also understand why the name of the league title. Um, I'm not sure how likely it is this is fake. I mean, it's official stuff that Nintendo of
Oh,
America
it's for sure real. Like
officially
it's happening.
I think it's real.
gave to. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo of America actually officially gave this to the official Brazilian government. Like that's not like a hearsay. That is literally like a fact. So,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I'm excited about that. Um, I think maybe what we should do is maybe we could transition this into the debate. We'll do a quick debate um, on the Switch because the Switch 2. I mean, at this point, we're filming this. I mean, it's more. It's about actually it's about a year and a month old. The Switch 2 is a year and a month old because it's the 5th of July when we're recording this, which is the 5th of June. Obviously, was when was the 1 year anniversary. Um, so it's just not really timely. It's a bit late, isn't it, to be fair, to really be talking about the anniversary of the Switch 2. But, you know, obviously we have kind of experienced, I think, the first year of the Switch 2 finished now. I think the last game of the Switch 2 was what was it? Was it Pocopia? Was it and there was the last Switch 2 game of the first year because Star
Ooh.
Fox came out after the anniversary.
Was it Tomodachi
Oh no, it
Life?
was Yoshi. No, it was
Yeah.
Yoshi. It was Yoshi. It was Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. That
Who
was the last one,
played that?
which I have, and I love it. It's a great game. I haven't finished it yet though. I want to. I do want to. I actually really like it. Okay, very good game.
Interesting.
Very good game.
Okay.
Really good game. Very good game. It's a charming game. It's a very charming game. I mean, it's not like it's not like a system seller though. It's a very low. It's a very low stakes game. To be fair.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But so anyway, so what are kind of like we can maybe go into kind of some thoughts on the first year of the Switch 2 overall, like do we think that the first year of Switch 2 from Mario Kart World to Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, I think including the Switch 1 games which are Legends of the Metro Prime 4, Tomodachi Life. I think those kind of count in this, in my opinion at least, because they're not actually Switch 2 games. Well, I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
two of them are, but they have versions. But I mean, Tomodachi Life doesn't, but I view it as a Switch 2 game. Uh, like, do we think that was a successful first year for a console?
Yes. I personally I
Hmm.
can't speak to the quality of the games because I haven't played a lot of them, but the fact that in 2026 we're getting Kirby Air Riders, getting a new Donkey Kong game, we're getting Tomodachi Life, we're getting Pocopia, we're getting all of
Hmm.
these in Rhythm Heaven, all of these niche kind of smaller games. Like we haven't even got a Mario game. Like that is insane to me.
Yeah, I
But
know exactly.
the fact that Nintendo has consistently dropped these games over the past year, I think that makes for a good console because like people complain about not having anything to play. It's like, well, you do. You're just not really into those games. But if you broaden your horizons, you'd have plenty to play. Like there's something coming out like almost every few weeks. It feels like, you know.
Yeah, there's a good amount of variety with
Yeah,
the games
exactly,
that they've been releasing.
exactly.
Yeah, I
And
know. I definitely agree with it. Saying that, I think I definitely agree with your point there about the niche. I think also using franchises that the Switch one didn't.
yeah,
Really, I
that
think
was
that's a good
kind of
point.
my next point is that people are comparing the first year of the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. We are never going to see a year like 2017 again.
No.
It's hard to it's not as easy to reinvent the wheel as it used to be. So
Mm,
Nintendo has kind of went back and they either are reiterating on ideas, revisiting old ideas, and that to me is more interesting because like I said, we're getting things that we have not seen in forever. Like who would have thought that we'd get a Kirby Air Riders game in
that's
2025,
crazy.
2026, you
And
know?
like, there's rumors now of like Wario Land coming back. Obviously, Star Fox
Right.
got a remake. Like, just uh, I agree. I like how. I mean, it makes me think like, are we gonna get a new F-Zero game?
Yeah.
More likely an F-Zero remake, but
Something.
yeah, F-Zero something. Um, which is it's a crazy thought. I like how they're using more of these. Yeah, exactly. Just using these different series, and it's like a lot of people have this idea like, oh, there's no 3D Mario yet, so like that's
Yeah,
it's like where's that? It doesn't matter until that's revealed. But it's like, well, I mean, look, we didn't get a 3D Mario, but we got a game that was the caliber of one. No, I mean Donkey Kong
yes.
Bonanza. I mean we I mean, honestly, this is a good opportunity just to sing the praises of that game, to be fair. We found the opportunity. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But yeah, no, I think that people maybe kind of undervalue Bonanza as well, because it's not Mario. Like if it's basically the kind it fills the gap that 3D Mario would have. Um
Yeah,
the only difference is I think it just doesn't sell necessarily as well, but because it's not Mario. But in many respects, it's better than Mario.
yeah.
It's a little bit better than
It's
Mario.
it's not as
A little bit better than
broadly
Mario.
it's not as broadly appealing as Mario, but to me, like spiritually, they're at least similar. You can get the same kind of enjoyment out of them. That's why it confuses me when people are like, "Oh, I like Mario Odyssey, but I don't like Bonanza." It's like, well, they're kind of the same game, you know. You can
Yeah.
find one worse or better, but not liking one or the other, I think is kind of ridiculous. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
no,
I think if you're looking for a 3D Mario game, like, dude, just play Bonanza. Like, come on, just play it.
but but it's mindless. It's mindless
It's
gameplay. It's
I don't get
mindless.
that. I don't get that because it's
It's
like
mindless gameplay.
if we boil every game down to its core tenets, then all of them would be mindless. That's like saying, "Oh, I'm just jumping on Goombas in Mario." It's like,
Exactly.
yeah, you know. So that argument to me doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just people. I just seriously think people don't like it because it's not Mario.
But no, I just hate that argument so much with the I just yeah, as you said, like you can boil down any game to a simple to something so simple as saying it's minus. Uh, it's like, oh yes, all you do is destroy everything. I'm just like, how many games do you do that though? I mean, how many games do you do that, and how many games does it work in the same way that it does with
Yeah,
Bonanza?
all you do is shoot in Resident Evil. Like we have to realize what we're saying here.
Yeah, literally, all you do is shoot and get bullets and ammo. That's what you do, right? And you run. Well, you run very slowly.
Yeah.
You run very slowly. But no, I think Bonanza is. I mean, for me, it's a masterpiece. I think it's my favorite. It's definitely my favorite game of the Switch 2. It's probably going to be my favorite game of the Switch 2, for the foreseeable future. I can't really imagine any game overtaking it for me personally for a while. But I mean, it's just. I'm still buzzing about the entire ending of the game. It's just like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's fan service that the Donkey Kong series hasn't really been privy to, I don't think ever. So, Kira, did you play Bonanza?
No, actually,
You
I
haven't played
haven't.
Bonanza. Oh, mate, you're
No,
slacking, bro.
I'm a one game at a time kind of person. So when Bonanza came out, I think I was playing something else, and it just kind of got lost. But
You need to lock in. You need to
I
get
think I
Bonanza.
think
It's so
after I
good.
think after I finish Rebirth,
Hmm.
I'll play Bonanza.
Bonanza. Oh yes, please,
Oh
please
yeah.
do join the cause. Join the cause.
Join the
We need
cause.
more soldiers. We need to buy Max the game
No,
so he
seriously.
can join. He can join the game. He's just being stingy about it. He's not buying it. But no, I think for all intents and purposes it is a launch title. I mean, it's not really. It came out the month after, but um it came so close to launch. Like that and Mario Kart back to back
Yeah.
is just it's
Yeah.
that's the launch window there. But I guess that kind of goes into Mario Kart World, which actually actually just got an update with new routes in the Knockout Tour mode, which is pretty cool. I tried them. They actually don't feel as different as I thought they would, but they're cool. It's cool to see that they're adding more routes. I'm waiting for them to add new tracks. I'm sure they will though. I'm sure they will at some point.
I
Uh,
hope they do.
they will. They're gonna make you pay for it. So they're waiting a little bit so they can get away with it, but they won't. But either way, people will complain. But Yeah, Mario Kart World, it's a bit of a controversial one since release. I still stand though. I still I still think it's really good overall. I think I think I might have had a discussion about this again last episode, but uh, I think a lot of people have a bit of disingenuous kind of takes on um, how much content there actually is in the game. Because like if you kind of compare this to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the DLC, like yes, it has less tracks. Um, but like, it's a very different metric to really compare how many tracks there are in Mario Kart World compared to any other game in the series because there's a lot more to what it means to have to be a track in this game. It's also a
Yeah.
part of a larger thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good game. I admittedly haven't really played much of it that often for a while. Um, I'm kind of, I guess I'm waiting for maybe DLC to get back into it properly. But when I do play
Uh-huh.
it, I have a fun time.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I mean,
go
oh
ahead,
my
go ahead.
bad, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I think it's all right. There are things there, but like the driving mechanics are really
Mhm.
fucking good. It feels good to play,
Yeah,
but the tracks just don't take advantage of it. And then you'll see people like post clips of like, oh no, you're wrong. You just haven't played the game. It's like, yeah, the four out of like the 50 other tracks in the game, a lot of the tracks are just like going straight and it's so fucking boring. And there's just not a lot to the tracks, I don't feel like. Not
I mean,
really
yeah.
interesting shortcuts, not really interesting. You're just driving forward for the most part. And the
I mean, I think there's a little bit
presentation is
more to it
good.
than that, but yeah.
Yeah, the presentation is good. The music's really good. But
Mm.
there's not enough meat on its bones, I feel like, and that also applies to the open world. Um, which I do see value in an open world Mario Kart. People just kind of throw the baby out with the bathwater on that one, but it's just, oh, here's an open world here. You can just drive around in it. It's like, no, we kind of need stuff to do in it, just the
Yeah, I
little
mean, there's the challenges
collectibles.
though. I mean,
Yeah,
I kind of agree with that. It isn't, it's kind of, it's a bit empty, but like, I think it kind of goes, I don't know what, it's a certain vibe with the free roam. It's just like, you got the music.
yeah,
You're gonna go around doing these challenges. It's kind of it's a bit calming almost. Like and there's so many challenges there. I haven't even done all of them. But you just go around do a couple of them. I think it's at a certain point that you do start to loop back on the same ones. You're like, where are the other
yeah,
ones? But no, I agree. There's definitely. I'm excited to see what they do with more updates. And I think the main thing for me though is I don't understand why they still haven't updated the online to give you 3 laps as an option. It
yeah.
just feels
I
like a weird
don't.
double down if they
Yeah.
ever did that. It's just a really weird thing to do there. But yeah, so yeah, the Mario Kart, well, that was the launch title. Then you got Bonanza. I mean, obviously Kirby Air Riders, that was a relatively, I guess, a big one. I mean, you mentioned it in a positive light. I never got Kirby Air Riders. I thought it looked pretty cool. I just think it was kind of my thing. I tried the demo. I enjoyed the racing. I didn't really vibe with the city trial. Um, I can appreciate why people like it. It was just too much things going on, too many numbers and stuff. In like quick succession, I had no idea what I was doing. I think that is the appeal of that mode, to be fair. I think people say that's the appeal of the mode, but for me, um, I just was like, I couldn't calculate what was going on. I couldn't formulate
Yeah,
anything, so I was like, whoa, that's a lot of that was a lot of stuff that happened right now. I have no idea what I did, but
yeah.
it looks like a good quality game. It looks like a little passion project for Sakurai. So, but you own that. You played that.
I've played a little bit of it. I haven't played as much as I would like, honestly.
Hmm.
I mention it more so in a positive light because it's such a niche thing, that you
Hmm.
don't expect to be made in this time period.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think it's much more interesting than Mario Kart World, but it's going for different things. So it's kind
Yeah.
of hard to compare the two. But I seen a lot of people hate on it. I wish more people would give it a chance because it is kind of it has
It's very
it's
niche, yeah.
yeah, it's very niche. It's not that easy to get into, but once you like truly understand it, once you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
it's one of Sakurai's best games in my opinion. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
there's not really a lot of games he makes nowadays, so I guess that's not
True.
really. But it's a good game. I like it.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool. I like the customization options and the
Yeah.
shop and stuff like that. I mean, Kira, do you have any opinions on Kirby Air Riders?
Um, Not really.
Fair enough,
Mario
fair
Um,
Kart World.
enough. Mario Kart World. Oh yeah,
Mario
you said
Kart.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't think it's worth $80.
Oh
I feel
hell
like
Mm.
no. Yeah.
80 is a bit steep
Yeah, but
for
to be fair, I agree with you, but like I feel like nobody here like actually paid for the game in full
no,
price because we all probably got the bundle.
No,
I mean,
no.
I paid full price
oh,
for
you
it, and
paid full price. Okay.
I did,
Oh, you
and I
paid full
regret that.
price. Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes, yes,
Gil.
I regret that.
Gil the shill. Am I right? Gil, there you go. No, I'm joking. No,
But yeah,
it would be
I had
cool.
a good
Yeah.
time. I had a good
Yeah.
time in Mario Kart World
No,
when
I
it
enjoyed
first
it.
dropped. I 3-starred all the cups, did
Hmm.
everything in Knockout Tour.
I love Knockout Tour.
Um,
That's that. I think Knockout Tour is literally the best thing about Mario
I
Kart
think
World.
yeah, it's a really good addition
It's the
to
best mode.
Mario Kart.
It's so much fun.
I disagree. I'd like it as a mode. I think it's a good mode, but even then, I don't think it's that fleshed out. Like they should do a lot more with it, in my opinion.
Actually, that's interesting. Like, what would you want them to do more with it? Like,
When I say that, I'm not really sure, but I just when I
you're
play
like,
it, I
I want
feel
to
like
flesh it out more. How? Well, I don't
maybe
know, but
that's
yeah,
not the right way to
yeah,
say that. But I just when I
more with it.
play it,
Yeah, yeah,
especially down like the when you get to the final four or whatever, it's just not like it's literally just going straight. And I think that it's less so a problem with the mode itself and just the track design. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like if the connecting tracks had like a bit more to do in them instead of go straight, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I think with Knockout Tour though, it's chaotic enough, and especially online, it's chaotic enough that um, I guess you don't really notice as much the straight lines. But then a lot of it is just if you have the mushrooms, you can just cut to the
yeah,
front. But the thing is, everyone's so close to each other that it's like you get to the front, yes, but then you could literally just accidentally get hit by a banana and you're last place now. It's just like
yeah,
it is
yeah.
very close knit there. So, but yeah, no, I think it's a good game. So I think obviously Metroid Prime 4 and Legends of EA were like technically the Switch 2 games of the holiday as well, even though they were Switch 1 games. I really like Legends of EA. I don't think anyone else does, but
No. I enjoyed Legends ZA actually.
I
I
love it.
think
It's my favorite Pokemon games. I think
it kind of brought me back into Pokemon a little bit. I had fun, going around the barren Lumiose city, just but like catching and the new battle system.
I love it.
I
Yeah.
think I like the new battle system
It's
quite a bit.
cool, especially the
But
online. I think I mean I haven't played it in a while, but the free for all online thing was kind of fun in the first few months there.
yeah,
Um, it was just kind of very different. No, I really like the story. I really like the. I mean, I quite like Lumios, even though obviously it could look a lot better. It could definitely look a lot better. But especially considering they seem to have locked in for Gen 10 as well. But um, I quite enjoyed that game. It's a bit controversial though among the fans. Metro
yeah,
Prime 4, I don't know if we need to have a conversation on Metro Prime 4. I think the podcast would go on for too long if we were talking about Metro Prime 4. So we won't mention that. I think the third biggest Switch 2 game so far, in the first year, so not including, I guess, anything after the 5th of June 2026, is Pokopia. Pokemon Pokopia, which is kind of crazy because I remember when it was revealed, I didn't really think it was going to be anything. I just thought, oh, okay, farming simulator Pokemon game, cool. It did really well. And to the point where I wasn't interested, but I was like, I like Pokemon. It's getting really good reviews. I'm gonna get it. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I think I wasted my money. I mean, look, I think I mentioned it. I think I also mentioned this before. It's just not my thing, personally. I get overwhelmed by it. I get too overwhelmed by those types of games. It feels like a chore to me a lot of the time. Um,
Yeah, it's just
y-
Pokemon Animal Crossing.
yeah, but like you're in it, you're stuck in a place that's like intentionally messy. So the idea is you're supposed to clean it up and like and everything's dry, so you have to like try and like wetten it back. That sounds weird. Damn, like water every bit of
Revive
patch
the
of.
area.
It's just like. But then my area was so dirty and like horrible, and I was trying to fix it up, and there was always something that was in the way, and I was just like. And then you build a house, and it's like, oh, you need this Pokemon that has this skill, and I'm like, where is that? And it's like, oh, it's like so much work, and I'm just like. I can understand why someone would be really into this, but um yeah, I just it wasn't for me personally. But it's cool that it ended up doing as well as it did. It seemed like it was an actual system seller as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's good variety. I mean, if you think about it, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokemon Pocopia, it's like they're quite different games, I think, all three of
Hmm.
them. Um so yeah, I'm not sure if you guys have any opinions on Pokemon Pocopia.
Nah, not really.
No, not really, no.
I don't think either of you got it. I got it. I get FOMO a little bit easier than I think some people. I was like, because I'm like a big Pokemon guy, so I'm like, I should get the new Pokemon game that everyone's liking. And I played it. I'm like, this is why I wasn't interested in it initially. It's like nothing against the game. I'm like, just not my thing. So,
What they
but
need to do is make a new mystery dungeon game because I play the shit out of that.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried the demo for the remake on the Switch one, and I don't think I've ever disliked a game more.
Oh,
Oh Jesus.
damn.
I hated that. Maybe I'm missing something, but the gameplay was like actually like abhorrent. Maybe it was just a bad remake. It might have just been a bad remake. Was it a bad remake? I can't remember.
I don't think it like reviewed pretty well. Because I my most fun mystery dungeon game is the second one. I really like the second one a
Right.
lot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really play much of it as a demo. So, but it's just I don't think. I mean, I would give it I give it a try if it was a demo for the new one as well, and see what I think of it now. But it's a bit of a passive game, isn't it? I think you don't necessarily control anyone, do you? I can't remember how it was, but I remember it just felt very kind of it wasn't very interactive to me. But I guess it's got a fan base, so it's got a following, and I think they're making like Chocobo, like they're making like a Final Fantasy Mystery Dungeons as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
Um,
they are.
yeah, so that's still alive in that sense. But yeah, I mean, looking forward to the future of the Switch 2. Um, so I think so far I think it's been a good year. I think the Switch 2's year two is really looking quite good. And in year three, I think it's kind of getting confusing with the way that the years are going. But if we just go 2025, 2026, and 2027, 2027 is already stacking up to be a pretty big year, I think.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we got Pokemon Winds and Waves. We got, which I mean, you can think what you want about Pokemon, but that is going to be a big game, and it looks. I mean, in my opinion, I think it looks really good.
I also think it looks good. I'm kind of excited for Winds and Waves.
Yeah, and it looks visually good as well. I mean, not like visually the best that it could because but
Cough cough Scarlet
for
Violet. Cough
Pokemon,
cough.
for Pokemon, it
Yeah.
looks good. Like it looks good. Like you sit there and you go, that's a good looking game. I mean, not. Yeah, again, whatever. It's fine. But no, I think it looks really good, and that's going to be a big deal. That's going to be a really big deal. It's going to be a big seller, which is not important for us as customers. But there you go. Uh, and then you got Xenoblade Genesis, which is even if you don't like Xenoblade, it's going to be a really big and beefy game. Um, to be fair, there's no things that are officially announced. But
No.
is it?
But
What else
I
is?
no, but I do feel like Nintendo has like a lot of more things
No,
that they're gonna.
yeah. No, I mean, like Metroid Ravenous probably next year. We have. I think that I mean there was the rumor there was that leak that came out around the same time as the Nate the Hate leaks that they haven't been disproven yet. Wario Land. could be next year. That would be big for me. But yeah, no, 2027 seems big. And then like 2026, Star Fox, we'll talk about that in just a minute there. But that I thought that was quite good. The new Fire Emblem, I mean, I don't know if I want to get into Fire Emblem. I might try it, but I mean, there's four routes in that one. It's like more routes than three houses. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
Sheesh.
But that's going to be a big game, and like for people that like Fire Emblem, that's going to be a really, really big, and I mean, it's an $80 game as well, which is kind of crazy. I think I can't believe they did that. By the way,
$20 for each route, I guess.
I, some people are like, oh, they're going to do that for Xenoblade Genesis. I'm like, no, they won't, because I feel like if they price Xenoblade Genesis that high, it's going to be like suicide for the series.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem can
Yeah.
kind of get away with it a little bit more, I think. What else do we have? I mean, obviously, we have the Ocarina of Time remake this year as well. So, and Dustbloods, which is I think, I mean, we were saying how a bit worried we are about how that we've seen of it, but still, it's a Dustbloods exclusive. Switch Sports is going to probably sell quite well. So, I think it's a healthy kind of output for the system at the moment. Um, I think there's a lot of remakes though. I think especially if we do get a Super Metroid remake as well. Can you imagine if we get a Super Metroid remake, Star Fox remake, and
Ocarina
Ocarina
of
of Time
Time.
remake so close together? It's just like a lot of remakes.
Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm like,
True.
if they do a new F-Zero game, are they going to do a new F-Zero game, or are they going to remake X? Which on record, I wouldn't be opposed to a remake of F-Zero X if they have to, because in my mind, if they have to find a developer to be the F-Zero team, and they don't want to give them a new game, they want to give them a remake first. I'm not opposed to that idea personally, as long as they have a plan for the other one. But you kind of want a new game for that. So yeah, I'm interested to see. I mean, obviously we will probably get 3D Mario next year. Yeah, in 2027 as well. I'm assuming. Um, Nothing official, but probably. Which will be big. Smash 6 is going to come at some point, right? I mean, so I think a lot of people maybe are rushing into the big hitters. They want them to be early, but if the big hitters are all really early, then we're going to have several years of nothing essentially.
That was kind of the Switch One's problem is it had so many big games at the beginning. There were a lot of years where it's just nothing, you know. I like the
Yeah.
approach now where they're putting out all the small stuff and then we get like something big every like I don't know, every couple years. I like that personally.
Yeah, I think, and also I mean 2D Donkey Kong. That's probably in the works at the moment. That will come at
Yeah,
some point. That'll be exciting. Um, yeah, I just hope they do lean into some of their unknown properties. Like I was gonna say like Mario Land as if that's an unknown, but you know what I mean. Like going into that niche kind of a smaller Dead series. Like we could get maybe a new Kid Icarus
I was just
game.
thinking about that.
Sakurai, come on.
F-Zero, yeah, yeah. F-Zero, Golden Sun, Wario Land. These are series that they can tap into. Wave Race, get new Wave Race game.
Yeah.
Maybe
Why not?
maybe
Wave Race,
maybe the Switch Sports Resort is like a little test demo for the Waves one.
Pilot Wings.
Yeah.
Bring back the original aesthetic for it instead of making it a me game. Yeah, I mean, Miitopia 2. I think they will do that now. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a random prediction out of nowhere. I think they'll do a Miitopia 2, like a Switch 2's a version of not a version of Miitopia original, but like a new Miitopia game that maybe has a little bit
Yeah.
more depth. I don't know why that's a random thing I think is going to happen, but I'm like, Tomodachi Life is doing pretty well. They're probably going to want to do more of that. Anyway, what's like a game? What's a Nintendo IP that you want to see on the Switch 2, in the future? I guess just from after
Ooh.
after experiencing year one.
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good
Um,
question.
I'm literally looking through my Switch library right now just to see. Um, Damn, that is a good question. I feel like they've done a good job at like
Yeah,
attacking
no,
most franchises.
they've
That's the
gotten a lot
thing.
of good variety with the first
Yeah.
year. So
Mm,
Um, Honestly, for me, I would have to say F-Zero.
yeah,
Like that's the
I
only
hate
thing I would
anyone.
I would like to see at this point.
Bro, F-Zero GX is like one of
Yes.
the best games ever. Like, oh my God.
Yes.
Playing that playing that for me that was like when I got my Switch 2, like I played Mario Kart World and stuff like that, but I was playing a lot of F-Zero GX because I got really into X and I really enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I was like, I want to play GX, and it was announced as one of the launch, and I was like, what? I was like, that's incredible. Um, I was like, that's perfect for me. So I was like, yeah, let's go. Playing it, and it just holds up so well. It's a really good
Yeah.
game. Um, it's like so good that they just decided they couldn't make a better game, so they didn't. They was like, we can't make anything better. We'll just
It
stop
was
making
stop.
games.
I kind of like a new Arms game. I think Arms 2.
Yes, yeah, I want Arms too. I mean,
Damn. I forgot
I want
about
Arms too.
that.
No, we need Arms too. I want Arms too so badly, and we need to
Yeah,
add a story
I
mode.
played a lot of Arms when it first came out. It was
Make
I had a
yeah.
good time with it.
What they need to do is they need to do the Splatoon approach and just make a platformer as like a little story mode, like a little story mode platformer.
Hmm.
That's just with like the arm
Oh,
mechanics, they'd be kind of cool, you know? I don't
I
know. What do
got
you
I
reckon?
got one. Punch Out. We haven't seen that in forever.
Oh
That's one I'd love
Punch
to
yeah,
Out
a
would be
see.
new
great.
Punch Out game.
That would be
How
like one of their like $50 games, like things like
Yeah, yes,
yeah,
sir.
that could be kind of cool. Yeah, I could see Punch Out happening. I could see that happening. I mean,
Even if they just put the Wii one on the Switch too, like that, I'd love that.
yeah, I mean that would be cool, but I'm always an advocate for like it's like when people were saying about Wario Land, like yeah, they could do just like remaster the Wii one, and I'm like, yeah, but like, do you not want like a new one? Like, I mean, we waited so long, just get a
Yeah,
remaster of
true, true.
Wario Land. It's just like, yeah, I would like a remaster of it, but only if it is in service. I mean, I think it'd be really cool if the Odyssey team did a Wario game. But that's not going to
Yeah,
happen, and I don't know. I actually don't know if I want them to because then that would divert even more from Donkey Kong inadvertently. So maybe not. But I think a Wario 3D, like a Wario Land 3D game. Obviously, we have a Wario 3D game with Wario World, but that's very different.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think Bonanza actually has some qualities of a Wario Land game. Funnily
you
enough.
think I think a new Pikmin game will be on Switch too?
Oh, of course, that's
Hopefully,
100%. No, 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 100%. They've been pushing Pikmin so hard. Like, there's
they
no
really
way.
have. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think Pikmin 5 is like a guarantee, but I think there's gonna be a spin-off. I think they're gonna do another spin-off of Pikmin. And that's gonna
hopefully
come
it's
out like
good.
yeah, I think there's gonna be that's another prediction on the pod right now. Is we're gonna get a Pikmin spin-off next year as well. That's
We'll
my
see.
prediction. We'll come back to it. Anyway, Kira, have you what's like the one franchise that you're interested in coming back? Or just like or just not even coming back because it could just be like a big series that wasn't on Switch 1, but it's one that you want to see on Switch 2. You're most excited to see on Switch 2.
Um, Honestly, I think everything that's been said, it's like I don't really have like a one that I'm really excited to come to Switch to.
Hmm.
Maybe Nintendogs. Fuck it, give me a new Nintendogs
Yeah.
game.
I saw
There
a
you go.
con yeah, and then are we going to like add another animal? And we had Nintendogs and cats, and we Nintendogs and like
Cats and birds.
geckos. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Just like Nintendogs, the Rise of the Animal Kingdom, you just have like all the animals. Just
Yeah,
like any animal
I
you
I
want.
think that'd be cool.
That'd be kind of cool. I I mean I think that's definitely possible. I mean you have the mouse mode, right?
Yeah.
And like the rumble, like could you imagine like having like the rumble and it feels like you're oh that'd be quite interesting. You know, Nintendogs and horses.
Something.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying? What were you saying?
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
nothing. I was just adding on to your point. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, I think at this point, Wario Land is probably my most wanted.
Yeah, I would like that too, honestly.
I've mentioned it so many times in this podcast, though. So it's true, though. I really want it. And the thing is, the rumors are indicating that it's actually happening. And I'm just like, I'm begging. I'm begging. I need it. I need it so badly. Um, really, really, really. I want them to add Wario Land to Nintendo Switch Online because, um, why have they not? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, so the Switch One, I mean Switch Two. Sorry, I keep on saying Switch One, for some reason. The Switch Two, I think, has been a successful first year, in my opinion. I think Gil, you said that you thought it was a successful year. Kira, do you agree with us? Do you think it was a strong year?
Yeah,
Or
I think it's been a good year for Switch 2. The amount of
Hmm.
variety that they have, I think it's pretty great. It allows them to branch off and really grab different
Yeah.
people towards the console.
So, without that being said, we should we move on to the final big section of the pod today, which is going to be what we've been playing. I know, Gary, that you have a couple games I think we've alluded to earlier in this podcast that you've played. I'm going to start with just one game that I've played. It's a new game that's come out, so I just thought I'll mention it first, which is the new Star Fox game, uh, remake of 64, the fifth remake of Star Fox, the original Star Fox game, with the retelling of the same story. And um. I haven't finished it yet, to be fair. I finished, you know what I mean? I finished runs of it, but I'm doing the true ending now because I did okay, so I did two different routes, but then I ended up not doing the true ending on both of those routes. Um I decided what I was doing. I did the easy route. I looked online. There was an easy route, a medium route, and a hard route. I did the easy route, the medium route, and I'm doing the hard route, and I'm doing the true ending on this hard route. And um, I've been, oh my God, yesterday I was playing it in the car, on the way to in the passenger seat, obviously. Playing it in the car. We were like an hour and a half journey or something like that. So I was playing it. I was a little bit stuck on this boss. It was on like the third last level. It was I think it's called the Gorgon. But the I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't necessarily. It wasn't like that hard. It was just I kept on like dying to it stupidly. I beat it. I get to the section with like this dogfight. That's I mean, in this game the dogfights are kind of hard because like I feel like the targets are so quick and um let's move out the way so quick, and then you end up smashing into something and lose. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you have to. Yeah. Anyway, so then you have that, and then it goes straight into the final boss. But I was getting frustrated with it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop playing it. So I pressed it had the game over screen, and it was like, continue or quit, abandon campaign. And for some reason, I pressed abandon campaign, not thinking about
Oh
how the
no.
implications of this game and how the campaign works in this game. Press abandon campaign, and it goes, the result screen, and I was like. And it obviously didn't show, so I didn't finish this one. I was like, oh no, I've just like finished the game and like I can't. So I go back on the campaign. I have to start a new one, and I was so pissed off. I was like, why did I do this? I literally. So for the past like day, I'm catching up, and to be fair, I did catch up. I'm on the final boss. Uh, I beat the dogfight, which was exciting. And I've kind of paused halfway through the boss, to be fair, because I was like, um, I think I died to it. The final, because there's a checkpoint and I have enough lives, so it's all right. So I just paused. I just paused the game. Just just for this now. Um, to make sure I'm in a good mental position to beat the final boss. But yeah, I don't know. I've been really enjoying this game. I played 64 before um this came out, but I only played the easy route. I don't think I played any of the other routes. I don't think I really understood the concept of the other routes. I mean, I knew there were other routes, but I don't know. I didn't do it. I just played the original route, and I thought, well, that's I thought that was a bit weird that they had so many planets that weren't playable or something like that. I didn't even know what it was. I just wasn't paying much attention. I played it. I was like, that was an hour and a half game. That's fun. Then finished it. I was a bit stupid to be honest. I should have played the other routes anyway. But I mean, on the plus side, because I did that, that means that like most of the game was content I actually hadn't played before. So I played the original route, and that was the first route I did unintentionally, by the way. I just ended up doing the same route. I guess uh I inherently go towards the easy route, but I know I quite enjoyed that. But then playing these other routes and seeing these other levels, I think the budget isn't the scale and the budget. It feels so much like a Star Wars movie. Like it's visually stunning. It's just it
Interesting.
plays really nicely.
Mm.
it's the same game as 64 really, in terms of story and stuff like that, but it feels a little bit better. I think the visuals are good. The character designs have grown on me a lot. They're interesting. They're very bold. Um, they're very interesting.
Yeah, you know what? I
Yeah.
don't hate them as much as when I first saw them.
No, at first I was like, what? I was like, what the hell? I can't get used to these, but they clearly grown on me. I think they fit the vibe of the game. What the direction they've gone in the art direction they've gone in this game, it fits that, and it's definitely grown on me. It's a bit uncanny valley in some ways, but I think you have to kind of go that bold. I think if you're going for that as realistic as they were going in this game, and then you had the cartoony characters, it might kind of contrast the tone they were going for. Um,
Yeah.
so no,
Hmm.
I really enjoy it though, and I think I also there's an entire challenge mode there that apparently has some ridiculously hard challenges. Um, and there's obviously the online, which I tried against bots. I just tried, to see what the mode was like against a bot, and again, seems fun. Something that I don't think I'd be very good at, but it's cool that it's there. So, overall, I think it's a pretty good remake. And I'm hoping that this is basically just a test run for this studio to make a new game.
Yeah, you know what surprised me is when it was first revealed, I did not know it was a one-to-one remake. Maybe I missed something, but like that totally flew over my head.
Did you know? I mean, it's the same levels.
Yeah, I
It's
did
the
not
same
know that.
level.
I thought it was a completely new game. Then everyone's
Yeah,
like, "Oh, it's a remake."
I saw the waterfall and I'm like, yep, this is 64 again.
Yeah, no, but it kind of discouraged me from getting it. But I'm glad it's good. I see that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically just 64, so of course it's going to be good. But um, I'm glad it's good. I'm glad the price is pretty good, so I might grab it in the future.
Yeah, I'm planning on grabbing it like
It's
later
fun.
on.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah,
I mean, it's not necessarily. It's not. Maybe it's not necessary, but I think if they're gonna make a sequel to it, um, I think it's a good idea to have it. Like have a direct sequel to it. It's like a building a foundation for it. It's a series that's kind
yeah,
of lost its identity in many ways. It's like it sounds kind of weird to say this now, like justifying doing another remake of this game, but I think this is the kind of remake, in my opinion, that it just feels like I don't know. It feels like a different game, but it's not. But it doesn't though. It doesn't feel. It's the same game, but like I'm playing through it, and I'm just like I'm having a great time with it, and like this is a good launching point, in my opinion. I think
Yeah, I feel
yeah,
like this game will like bring like a pave way to more Star Fox games.
Yeah, I think they have to. I think when they were making this, they have to have had the idea of a new game as well. I didn't think they were like, let's just do a remake of Star Fox 64 and then that's it. Although Nintendo are the kind of studio that would just do that, but it was like let's just get the studio to do Star Fox 64 remake and then just
yeah,
then never. But no, I think with Mercury Steam, for example, that's literally what they did. They did a remake of Metroid 2 and then they did a new game. I think that's the pipeline they like to do with third parties like that. I think this studio has a good. They clearly like Star Fox 64. They did it well, and so I think I'd be interested to see what they do with it with a sequel there. So do you want to talk about the games that you've been playing, Kira?
Yes, I've been playing the Final Fantasy VII remake trilogy. I finished remake Intergrade like a week ago. It was a great game. Great game. As someone who's new to Final Fantasy,
Hmm.
uh I really enjoyed it. I like the action commands and the gameplay. It at the start, I kind of really just like didn't care, but as I continued, I got more, connected with the characters. I'm really interested in the story and to see where it goes with Sephiroth and with Aerith.
Yeah,
Um I really enjoy like the final set pieces at the end of remake, and I'm playing through Rebirth right now. I didn't really like how they just threw you into Rebirth with all of the new mechanics and stuff, but once I got finished with the first area, I'm really starting to understand how
yeah.
like how fluid the combat is. I'm having just a really just great time with it. I'm really excited to play more of it.
That's great. Yeah, I do like the combat of the Final Fantasy VII remake games.
Yeah, I really grew to love the entire cast of Final Fantasy VII.
Mm.
I fell in love with Tifa Lockhart. She is just so great. She's amazing. I love her.
She's so great. I love her.
um, but yeah, I'm really excited to see where Rebirth's story goes. I'm really intrigued about how the world works and just the connection between everything. So I'm really excited to see where that
Yeah.
goes.
I think it's gonna be interesting because you don't even you haven't even played the original, so you don't know what
No,
happens. That's
no, I
crazy.
haven't.
Yeah, so I think it'd be interesting to see your reactions to certain things that happen at the end of a rebirth there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I think the story in Rebirth was really strong. I think the especially the ending is really good. I like the main story parts of Rebirth. I was like, oh, this is incredible. And then, but then for me, it was just like this side content kind of dragged me down a little bit. But it balances out. Overall, I like the game. Like overall, I give it like an 8 out of 10. So like, I sound very critical for an 8 out of 10, but at the end of the day, it balances out. I like the good things there. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, Another game I'm playing at the moment is Del. I mean, I'm playing Ocarina of Time actually. To be fair, I am playing the original. I haven't continued it for a few days because I've been a bit busy with other stuff, and I've been playing Star Fox more. Um, but I have been enjoying that so far. I actually, yeah, it feels quite good. To be fair, good vibes. I think I'm at Death Mountain at the moment, so. Well, I'm not there yet, but I'm about to go to it. I just got the shield. Anyway, the main one I was going to talk about was Deltarune Chapter 5, which came out the same day, or was it like the day before Star Fox? And I haven't finished that either, but I played a decent chunk of it, and yeah, really good chapter so far. I love the gameplay hook this time, the Dark World. Basically, I mean, do you know the gameplay hook of it, Gil? Have
No,
you
I don't. I don't.
do you care much about knowing what the gameplay hook of it is?
I
I don't
mean,
want to
I'll be
spoil it.
playing it soon, so I don't really care. You can talk about it.
And it has like 2D platforming sections in it, which is really cool.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it just becomes like an action platform for like some parts of it, which is pretty cool. Uh, for some reason, I think it's because it's inspired, but I think the entire thing, like the entire Dark World, is like inspired by like Toho and platformers and stuff like that. Anyway, story is interesting so far. I won't specify that on that because I think you should probably yeah when Gil plays it. But I've been enjoying it so far. I haven't played it for a few days as well because I've been prioritizing Star Fox. So goes to show how much I've been enjoying Star Fox. I don't really play anything else. But it's like it's quite addictive actually almost to me. To like go back on Star Fox and get through the campaign. But anyway, I will kind of try and make sure I can finish that. I want to try and finish that by the end of the week. Ideally there. So but Gil, was there any games that you've been playing?
Yeah, I haven't been playing a lot, honestly, but I did start Mina the Hollower, which I've been really looking forward to because
Ooh,
it's supposed to be like I think it's supposed to be like a top-down Zelda, which I'm a huge fan of. Um,
yeah, but it's really
the
hard
only
apparently. Hmm.
yeah, I heard it has like Souls elements, which I'm kind of like, ugh, I'm sick of that, but I don't know.
Yacht Club Games, yeah.
I
I'm a huge Shovel Knight guy personally. So
yeah, and I like
I
Shovel
love
Knight, and
Shovel Knight.
yeah, I think it'll be good. I hope it's good. Everything I've seen of it and heard of it is very promising. I've only played like 30 minutes, like I said, so don't really have much of an impression of it so far, other than the pixel art is so fucking good. The music's good.
mm,
Um, yeah, I'm excited to play it.
yeah, I'm glad it's successful as well. I mean, I hope it
Yeah, yeah.
does
I
well
was kind
now.
of worried about that, honestly, because they said if it didn't sell well, they would have to shut the studio down, which
I really, yeah, that make me sad, man. Like,
yeah, honestly, I was like, Jesus Christ. All right, I hope the game sells well, and it has, so that's
That's
good.
great. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of interested, but I think honestly, I was a little bit turned away by the Souls element slash the extreme difficulty people mentioned. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But that I heard there's a lot of like settings that you can do. You can basically just make the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
easier
You
for
can
yourself. So
basically Yeah, you can basically
Maybe it's not a bad
modify the
thing.
game to suit you, which a lot of people had a problem with. I can see why,
Yeah.
but it's like it's harmless. Like it doesn't really change anything.
Funnily enough, that sounds like Xenoblade 2, which genuinely has DLC where you can do that. And
Yeah.
in part of the DLC, you can literally just adjust the damage and damage and stuff like that. I think I think I used it when I think it was a boss that I was struggling on, and I actually I'm like I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I genuinely
Yeah.
I made it like dirt easy for myself. I was like, no, fuck this boss. I'm just gonna just like no, you can't hit me, okay? You can't hit me, and it actually worked. So that it's ridiculous, but I got the DLC, so I had the option to do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad it is doing being successful. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Shovel Knight. They're doing a 3D Shovel Knight game, which I'm very interested to see what that's like.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes
Yeah.
out. Um, they've said it's still in the works and it's coming along good. So
I'm very interested to see what that's like. I can't even imagine what
yeah,
a 3D Shovel Knight would look like, honestly.
yeah, it's gonna be
No.
crazy to see that for the first time. But yeah. Was there anything else that you want to mention there, Kira? Uh, that you've been playing, or should we wrap that up?
No, I'm pretty much a one game at a time kind of person.
Yes, you mentioned
So
that, didn't you? Yeah, yeah, fair
yeah.
enough.
So yeah, just I'm just mainly focusing on Rebirth, and then I'll probably play Bonanza after.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
one of us, one
One
of
of
us,
us.
one of us. There you go. The Bonanza cult, um, increasing its population or its count. Anyway, that will do. It's quite late for me at the moment, so that will do today for the episode 3 of the Gaming Law podcast. Again, not sure when the next one will be. It'll probably be like in August. If we could do it earlier, then that could be cool. But oh, that's a discussion for outside of the podcast. Ib. Thank you very much for coming on to the podcast, Kira. You've been a great conversation partner, I guess, for
Yeah, no,
the
I had a great
duration.
time. This is really fun.
Yes, that's great. That's
Thank
great
you
to hear.
for
I'm glad
having
you
me.
enjoyed it. And obviously, Gil, thank you. Great that you were able to come back for
Yes,
this third
sir.
episode, and hopefully you can be on for the next one as well. But if not, that's fine because we have so many members of GG of Gaming Galore that can come on if they want to, and that could be fun to see different perspectives. That's my favorite part of this. I think is just getting different people on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, a lot of different perspectives, I think, on the chat, which is cool. Um, so yeah, hopefully some good news between now and then.
Yeah.
Hopefully some
Yeah, hope
promising
so.
news.
Hope so,
I don't
man.
want a depressing episode of the podcast again. But we balanced out today because of all the gaming news. So hopefully the next one can be. Although I'm not sure how much gaming news there will be between July and August. To be fair, but
Probably not a lot, but
probably
we'll
not a
see.
lot. We'll see.
You
We'll
never
see.
know. You never know.
Might be a shorter episode, might be a maybe a more uh focused on interesting topics kind of thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, well, hope everyone listening has a great rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. Um, and yeah, we will see you, I guess, probably next month in August. If not earlier, we might get it out earlier. We might get 2 in July. Who knows?
We shall see.
We shall see.
Mhm.
Probably not, but we shall see. Okay. Well, okay. See you guys later. Okay. Bye bye.